Hey guys, and welcome back to another For the Win podcast. I'm here with the boys as always, and we actually have our fourth member here today. Hello, congrats, Caesar.
What's up, guys?
How was last week, man?
Oh, it was hell.
Yeah. So if you don't know, we live in Ohio, and we got what, 6 inches of snow? 4 inches?
Nah, it was like 2.5, 3.
Bro, when I walked outside, my whole ankle was done. It
Yeah.
had to at least been 4.
It was. I mean,
you're talking about roads. I'm talking about just in general.
Oh, in general, I mean, yeah, but
think it was like 6
roads was like 2.5, 3.
Fair
What?
enough.
Hey,
Yeah, I was behind whipping that big ass truck, just getting the roads clean for y'all.
You know what you should do? Them TikTok, like, day in the lives, like, when they're, like,
I
electricians or some
was
shit like
thinking about that. Put a camera
Bro, get you, like, a GoPro and just, like, record, like, your day, like, even the coffee and shit in the morning.
and put but like when I'm in the truck, put like loud ass music on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Mexican music, too.
Yeah, but if I was good at lyrics, bro, this is the problem. I should do that. But I'm horrible at lyrics because some of them be singing along with it and they be on fucking pace. I can't do that, unfortunately.
I haven't been on the Hispanic side of the TikTok for jobs, but I need to get on that. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, dude.
I'm talking about, like, the Ashton Hall type shit, where he's like, wake up 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
It's just you putting on, like, some Carhartt pants or some shit.
Well, I saw one where, dude, they're dead ass just chilling, bro, loud ass music inside the house, and they're putting up drywall. I'm dead ass, dude. A minute long video, and I'm dead ass like, oh, that's. I do
be watching that because, bro, they'll be having like 6 nails in their mouth, and they're just like.
Yeah. I'd be like, damn, that's tough.
I didn't know there was a drywall drill.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that
neither
was a
did
thing.
I.
I was just
Neither
like,
did
whoa,
I.
that's nuts.
I found out because of that, because of TikTok.
That's a
I love
shame. You should
TikTok.
know that.
I never worked in construction. I did landscaping.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
I forgot landscaping, not construction.
There's 3. There's a couple. No, 3. There's roofing, landscaper, or construction, meaning electrician, plumbing, and all that.
Yeah, I was
bullshit.
going to say, literally everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you forgot about family restaurants, too.
Oh yeah, Dan. There's 4.
They got all that.
Yeah, we got all
they
that
got
shit
all
locked.
that. And then you can post on For the Win TikTok, so our viewers know what you're doing when you're not here.
Yeah, they always ask where you are.
Oh,
So you can get views.
You can be like, you know how in some videos it'd be like a group of people are doing this, and then like meanwhile, and then it's literally just one camera of one dude just doing what other shit. So like you guys are doing the pod, right? And then you guys cut to meanwhile burritos on the fucking
And he's
big-ass
slaving.
truck.
Hey, it cuts to him. He's like cozied up in bed, with his pajamas on.
He's like, I told these folks I was
Get ready
gonna
with me to go snow plow, and he fucking turns on his car, and then he turns it off and just goes back upstairs and goes to bed.
He got a bag of chips laying in his bed.
He got crumbs all over the bed.
All right, bro, were you in my room yesterday?
Cheeto dust all over his belly.
Like the dude from Toy Story.
Yeah. Shout out Toy Story.
Shout out Toy Story.
All right, but yeah, so that's enough. Today for the football podcast, I will run you through a couple of topics that we want to talk about. So first off, CFP Bracket just dropped. We got the official playoffs coming up. So we're going to talk about that, discuss who we think's going to make it, who not. Then we're going to go into the NFL. So Packers and Bears just played. Divisional matchup. We're going to talk about who's going to have the better hand, who won, who played good. Did Caleb do enough? Did he not? And then we're going to get into, can the Texans make a real push for the playoffs, for the Super Bowl? And that's pretty much all we got for this day. So,
I think they're all good combos.
Pretty light day.
yeah, they're pretty good.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy, just some slight shit. Nothing
some
really
slight
impactful this weekend.
No,
But-
pretty impactful.
Well,
Really fucking impactful. Some bullshit happened this
playoff.
weekend.
what are you doing?
Some stupid shit.
The
Something
CFP
that
is
like, come on,
crazy.
bro, it's 27 fucking yards. You better be hitting that.
Remember.
All right,
you're
calm down.
You're cussing like you just learned how
Yo,
to.
chill,
Bro,
dude.
sorry,
okay,
Why you
first
acting like
of
you
all,
never been on a
It's
podcast
Tuesday.
before?
It's Tuesday, but I'm still hurt. I'm still mad. All right?
Okay, and you could say that use other words. Expand
my
your
gosh.
vocabulary.
Let
Read
me
a dictionary.
Let me get into it, bro.
All right, you idiotic moron that
There
can't
you-
kick the ball correctly. 27 yards. Hey, it's not wide left. It's slightly to the left if you need be. All right.
Well, now you're talking about something completely different.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, wait, what did I miss? Because I only had 2 topics down for the NFL, Caesar, when you cut me off.
Oh, I was talking about playoffs.
Yeah, you see?
Like the first.
Calm down.
I'm going straight into the first topic though.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on, like you should have known that. You
Get
should
him.
have known
This
that.
is-
bro.
Fight,
Get him,
fight,
get him,
fight,
get him,
fight.
You're
Get
this
him.
close.
Like you should have known that.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't be acting like he never been on
That's
pod
fine.
before.
He's
Oh,
never
wait,
been
he
on the
don't.
pod.
He don't. He don't be on the pod. He doesn't. This is that's the first pod.
That's what you get for being eager.
All right.
Calm down.
Eager.
That's
See,
how I feel.
Write that one
Calm
down.
down
Write
for
that-
right now.
No.
Just let me get it out.
That's how I feel about
That's
that game.
fine. That's fine. Okay? All right.
Not sorry.
So CFP, they released the rankings 1 through 12. I will go from 12 to 1, and we're going to do the matchups as well. Okay, so at 12, JMU gets in. Big day for the JMU fans.
Big day for the JMU
Big
fans.
day
I
for the
seen a
fans.
photo of the JMU mascot chasing the duck with a shotgun. It said
What
duck
are
season.
they?
I forget what it was.
Is it like one of them where they're just like a pioneer with a gun type
Yeah,
deal?
it was something like that. It was funny.
Let me look at what their mascot
No, like
is.
West Virginia Mountaineers.
Before I get it
was a
wrong.
purple dude just chasing them with a shotgun and said duck season. I was like, bro.
Oh, they're the Dukes.
Yeah, they're the Dukes.
Big day for the Dukes.
Whatever that is. I mean, that means literally anything.
Big day
But,
for the Dukes.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
this
we
looks like a CFB rebuild right now, like a college football 26.
Yeah, I know.
Some dynasty shit.
So we got the JMU Dukes going against the Oregon Ducks at the 5 seed. Winner takes on Texas Tech after that. Okay, then we'll go down to the 9-8 matchup. We got number 9, Alabama, going to Oklahoma. And the winner of that goes on to face Indiana.
That's gonna be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to have, it honestly is probably going to be like 13-10.
Think so?
Take the under.
Yeah, take the under for sure. Then we're going to go down to 11. We got the Tulane Green Waves making an appearance. They beat the North Texas. What is North Texas?
North
Eagles?
Texas.
I think it is the
Eagles?
Eagles.
Yeah, they're the
Eagles.
Eagles,
North
yeah.
Texas
Yeah.
Eagles. Sorry, not.
Smacked them, by the way.
we're not caught up on the G4 teams.
Hey, that
Yeah,
offense
sorry,
is
we don't-
explosive.
We
though.
don't watch
North
G5
Texas.
teams.
No, I know North Texas is. They got
They have like the highest passing quarterback.
yeah. What's his?
Yeah,
last name?
Drew Mestemaker.
Westmaker. My bad. I was thinking of Bachmeyer earlier because we were talking about BYU.
No, shout out Drew Mestemaker and
We're
the
talking
North
about
Texas
BYU.
Eagles.
Yeah, so we got Tulane, number 11 Tulane, taking on number 6 Ole Miss without Lane Kiffin. Winner of that goes on to face Georgia. Okay, then we got the 10 seed, the Miami Hurricanes. They made it in. That was the biggest thing of this weekend. Facing number 7 Texas A&M. Winner of that goes on to face the Ohio State University. So, sorry for whoever wins that game. But yeah, so a couple things happened this weekend. We had Miami. So the biggest one was Miami Notre Dame.
Can I say something real quick, though?
Go ahead.
The 10-7 seed was funny. Both those teams beat Notre Dame.
That is facts.
I just
Both of them
actually,
did.
I just actually just beat that.
That's the Notre Dame.
That's the,
That's the beat Notre Dame
that's
game.
the beat Notre Dame game.
Bro, they just put that up there just to like rub
Say
it in
I
for
if I beat Notre Dame.
I just realized that though. I looked at it. I'm like, wait.
Yeah,
That's the
I
beat
mean
Notre
that's
Dame
fair.
game.
Hey, Notre Dame just had to beat one of those. They would have been in.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
just had to beat one and they lost
Yeah.
to both.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're crying, right? I don't know how we expand from 4 to 12 and there's people still fucking crying about getting in.
Well,
Yeah.
because
What?
JMU's in that bitch. That's why.
I don't care. Win enough games and this won't be a problem.
It's just like, they have no chance against Oregon. They've literally played nobody.
All right, that's how I feel when we're watching March Madness and I see a 12.
There's 64 teams that get in.
I know, but but when you're sitting there watching the 16
Tulane
seed-
realistically shouldn't be in either.
I mean, yeah, but we want on the football side some of that March Madness magic. We want a Cinderella story. You never know, bro.
I
don't
get
know.
that aspect. I get that aspect.
Is it
but-
harder?
It's 2 out of
Fuck
12,
yeah,
bro.
it's harder.
I said it's 2 out of 12 spots. And if teams wouldn't have sucked it up this weekend, JMU wouldn't even have been in.
I know, but it's just like your reward.
Yeah, it was Virginia needed
Yeah,
to win.
Virginia would have won, they would have been in. And we
Yeah.
would only have one G4 team in.
It's just the other schools are playing tougher competition and they don't get in. And while JMU literally playing nobody, like they haven't played anybody close to Oregon at all this whole year.
well, obviously, but
So
still.
then so then it's just like it's not fair that like a Notre Dame doesn't get in.
I think JMU has one
No,
loss.
it is fair. It is fair. Screw that, dude. The rules are put in place for a reason. The rules are straight.
JMU's not
What
even
the
a top
problem
12
is,
team.
The problem is the selection. The way they
JMU's not
select
even a
the
top
teams.
12 team ranked right now. They're like 24.
Okay, cool, bro, but they're part of the reason. The rule is the rule. And G4s and G5s getting in, all right, bruh? Like, that's not going to get changed, and I want that changed. Like, I want a scrub JMU team
Listen,
or a scrub
I'm just
Tulane
saying-
team
I'm
to
just
get
saying
in.
I
if-
feel like they should change the criteria.
Right.
I believe it should be the 12 best teams in college football.
Yeah.
And like
1 through 12?
yes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
is Notre Dame one of the best 12 teams in college football? Yes. Do I think that they should have got in? No, just because they didn't win the game they were supposed to.
Okay, then what the hell are we talking about?
It's just you want a better game. Look, if we're watching this JMU Oregon game, it's completely different if we see the matchup Notre Dame versus Oregon. You're like, okay, that's going to be a good-ass game. I'm locked into that. Oregon JMU, you're like, okay, Oregon's probably going to.
Okay, cool.
Walk
Yeah,
all over
probably,
them.
but
Now
you
what
never
happens
know.
if JMU wins?
Then I'm like, holy shit.
But honestly,
It's going to happen one of these years, bro. You just got to wait for it,
It's
bro.
going to be electric, too, when it happens, bro.
It would be.
It'll be sick.
it would be.
The selection needs to be changed, not the criteria to make it. I don't think
Basketball and football are completely
the
different.
rules.
for sure.
The rules are fine. The way that the committee goes about selecting the teams, that needs to get changed.
We're looking at the wrong game for an upset. That Tulane-Ole Miss game is very intriguing now that their coach
Ole Miss,
is gone.
I mean, that is for Ole Miss did wipe them at the beginning of the
I know
year.
they wiped him, but it's a different type of.
without-
It's a different stage.
without Lane Kiffin.
Coach just left them. Morale's way down.
Yeah.
There's been a whole lot of shit going on in that organization. So I mean, I don't know.
But are you gonna pick it though?
No, hell no.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
But
pick
I was saying. out
No,
of
but
the
you
matchups-
would watch it for like a quarter and see if they're putting up a fight. You're watching the rest of the game, and if they're not putting up a fight, they're not. You say, all right, there's always next year.
To be fair, I'm gonna watch all these games. They're gonna be on
Yeah.
at different times.
I know, but I'm just saying that, bro. Like,
But you're gonna be more interested. I mean, obviously you're still gonna be interested, but if it's a different level of competition, you're gonna be like, okay, that could either go either way.
I mean, yeah, but also like, bro, it's just I want to see some crazy shit happen.
You're telling me if JMU had a schedule like Notre Dame, they get in the playoffs? No.
Like Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's was a cakewalk.
Yeah, but
they
they're
lost
not-
the 2 games that they couldn't.
Yeah,
lose.
and they would lose those 2 games as well.
Probably. But
Exactly.
Guess
So
what?
they don't deserve a spot.
That's not true because you get what you get, what's in front of you, and that's what you do.
Well, maybe Virginia should have beat Duke, and then maybe
I
we
was
wouldn't have
like,
a
this would have never
conversation.
been in the entire conference.
Exactly,
Virginia
bro.
would have been in with a 2-loss Virginia team
or
who won the
also,
ACC.
or also, stop being a fucking independent and go being part of a conference. Like, bro, what are we
What's
doing?
JMU's conference?
JMU's?
Yeah. Exactly.
It don't matter.
Would you rather Notre
If
Dame be in
was in that
would
conference?
you
they'd be
rather
running shit.
would you
Yeah,
rather
it doesn't
Notre Dame
matter
be
at
in
the
the
end of the day,
AAC
bro.
or would you rather them not be in a conference and actually play good teams?
I don't
That's
care.
different. I'd rather that's
I
different.
don't care, bro. I am fine with JMU and Tulane being in. I'm okay with that. I want to see that.
You don't want to see it because
Nope.
you're going to turn the TV off by the first quarter.
That is very true.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Okay.
Oregon's too damn good for this to happen. That's my only issue. Is I think Oregon's
Exactly.
actually a pretty damn good team. The Oregon's only loss was to Indiana by like nothing. Like you see what I'm saying? So I mean, while looking at that, JMU is going to get torched. Like that's just what's going
Yeah.
to happen. But here's the thing. I don't care. Notre Dame didn't do enough to get in.
You're telling me you don't want to watch Jeremiah Love in the
No,
playoffs?
Bro,
this is
no,
what I think,
I don't
bro.
give a damn
Dude, they
about
should
Notre
have done what
Dame.
they
No,
needed
deadass.
to do to get in,
Th-
bro.
no,
In
this
the
is what I-
fucking
this is
story,
what I
bro.
think.
Like, stop, bro.
They lost 2 games
the
at the-
fact
Okay,
that
hold
we
on.
are still arguing
Hold
and
on,
trying
hold
to
on,
make
bro.
a case for Notre Dame or BYU, whoever the fuck else is after JMU and Tulane is idiotic. It was set in place. Do what you got to do with your schedule and win the games you're supposed
No,
to.
I
You're
know-
independent. You're not doing what you're. I don't care.
I think the CFP, I think the committee actually did good because the whole like Miami
Yeah.
and Notre Dame thing is depending on what
They were looking at. I agree. If you're gonna put Miami in over Notre Dame because the head-to-head, that's what it was
Yeah.
based off of. Like
That's fine,
like,
though.
At that point, like,
I'm
you
not
could
mad
go
about
ahead and just
Miami.
put both teams in, but if the
whole time it was okay.
who's gonna get in, Miami or Notre Dame, and they were basing it off of the strength of schedule and all that, and they were like they're basically the same team because they had the same schedule. So then you look at head-to-head, and I'm glad they actually considered the head-to-head because that means something. Like
Yeah.
at that point, if you're not gonna look at head-to-head, then what's even the point in scheduling those non-conference games? Seriously. Like I understand it happened. It was literally what the first week. It was the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Exactly.
Like, that still matters. That's a game that matters that they should have won. I get
Yeah.
that. But I'm actually glad that the CFP committee made that decision to leave out Notre Dame because I think Notre Dame not being in a conference hurts you. If they were in a conference that had a conference championship game, they would have been in. Because the thing is, they look at conference champions,
Well, and
and
there's-
that's why JMU and Tulane got in because they won their conference. But Notre Dame not being in a conference hurt them. They picked up that
JMU
extra game.
is not even playing the same level of football Notre Dame is.
No.
though.
I understand. Like I said, do I think Notre Dame is one of the 12 best teams in college football? Yes. But because
They didn't win the games they were supposed to
based off
the criteria that
that allows you to get in, I don't think they should have got in because of that.
And then also, what this is where I'm saying like what needs to get changed is the way that the committee does things because how in the hell is Notre Dame in the playoffs last Tuesday? Notre Dame and Miami didn't play this Saturday, but now all of a sudden Miami's in. Like
because the way it turned out was that 10 spot had to be between Notre Dame or Miami, and the next thing that they looked at that they valued was the head-to-head.
was the head-to-head.
then go ahead and put Miami in the first place.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I understand that, but
that's what I'm
that
saying.
doesn't mean shit, though.
No, it does because they're stupid and
Yeah.
they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't know
What-
from their head.
This is
from
perfect.
their
This is
ass.
What they did,
No, this is fine. What I'm saying is, why didn't they put Miami last Tuesday in the playoffs? Because last Tuesday, it was Notre Dame. And we were all causing a riot on why is Miami not in? Because Miami's supposed to be in because they beat Notre Dame head-to-head. What in 1 week in where neither of the two teams that we were talking about that the argument was really based on didn't play. Now all of a sudden Miami is better. Like, bro, just do that in the first place. Stop being an idiot.
Listen, say if I'm pretty sure if Alabama beat Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we lost to Indiana and like a whole bunch of other stuff happened, there was a situation where they could put Notre Dame in and not Miami. And I think that's what the CFP committee wanted to do. I think they wanted to have somebody jump. I think they wanted BYU to beat Texas Tech so that BYU could jump Miami and Notre Dame. And then they just put Notre Dame in because Miami's technically not next to them. So they were going to have probably Miami at the 12 seed. The 11 seed would have been BYU, and the 10 seed would have been
but you could have done
Notre Dame.
You could have done that. You could have done that same exact thing, which I think is stupid. You could have done all that with having Miami in the playoffs since last week. That's where I'm saying is like the committee doesn't know what they're doing.
They don't.
They decide something. The rules are the rules, and then they change the rules each and every week.
So you know what should have been done is so you know how everybody played in their conference championship game last week?
Yeah.
This week, right? So since Ohio State and them have a bye, this week all those teams should be playing for a playoff spot.
Shout out John Gruden for his playoff.
That's what I'm talking
for his
about. I seen
playoff
John
format.
Gruden shit.
Yeah.
Because what he said made perfect sense. Because he's basically like, what's the point in these conference championship games if at the end of the day, if a team loses, you're still in? He's like, that's like, he was basically saying, like, in the
why
NFL.
is Alabama in with 3 losses, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what team.
Well, they're
you
the only
are.
team that beat Georgia.
I don't give a shit. If you have 3 losses, you shouldn't be in the fucking playoffs.
Plus, they got wiped in the SEC championship game. Like, if
exactly.
they would have made it close, then maybe they have an argument.
I
but
think
They play
that's
tougher
how they
people. They
lost.
play tougher
I was
people,
about
bro.
to say, well, they do play tougher people, but I also think it's because how the committee looks
Well,
at
it's
it.
because
So
they're in the
committee-
SEC, bro.
Well, and I was just also saying the committee looks at it as like the conference championship game. That's just an extra game for them to decide if you can go up, not down.
Yeah.
So that's obviously they're valuing conference championship games,
Yes.
especially the 2 most, which is Big Ten and SEC.
Yes.
Because that's where all of your
That's what I'm
teams
saying.
are at.
But, like,
I
what
get that,
what
but
John
it's just
Gruden
like,
said
bro,
made
You're
sense.
playing a top.
Losses,
You're pretty
bro,
much playing a
come
top
on.
24 team like almost every single game in the SEC.
Yeah.
That's why it's like That's why it's not that big of a deal if an Alabama or like a SEC team loses.
But then
3
you also have other teams that were on the bubble, like Texas and Vandy, that you could argue could still be in because they
Right.
play in the SEC.
yeah.
Like Vandy,
Texas
sure.
should not be in. I'm not. Texas is
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, Texas shouldn't be in because they have 3 losses, but out of all the 3 loss teams, like, they have a good argument because they play a tough schedule.
They beat Vandy and they beat Oklahoma
They beat Vandy and Oklahoma.
and they beat Texas A&M.
Honestly,
So
if
you're talking about
Texas,
they beat
I
two
mean,
of the
if
teams that
Texas,
are in
if
the
Texas
CFP.
don't lose to Florida, they're in. I'm gonna be honest.
And their only other loss.
They just have a really bad
I
loss.
mean, their losses are all I think teams in the playoffs except for Florida, but don't lose to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you don't lose to
don't
Florida,
lose to
you're in.
Florida. Don't
That's-
lose
I mean,
to
that's
Florida,
plain
and
and
don't
simple.
go into overtime against Kentucky and Mississippi State. Like, seriously,
Yeah,
like
for
that
sure.
that matters.
Yeah,
But like what
'cause-
John Gruden said made sense. He's like, in the NFL, that's basically like he said, like the Rams and who'd he say? Basically, if two of the top seeds in the NFC played for the 1 seed, he's like, there's no point in that, and everyone else is basically sitting and they have a bye and they're not playing.
Yeah.
So he's like, instead of doing that, why don't you actually play to prove who deserves to be in by having those playing games?
How do you judge the conference championship winners then? Because
Then
that's a criteria of the playoff. Like the conference champions get in the playoff.
What he was saying, I'm pretty sure what he was saying is that when the conference champions play, he's like, that's obviously like it. When he was saying conference championships should be disbanded. That's pretty much what he was saying. He's like, there's no point in that. But if you're going to keep these conference champions, then what you're going to do is you're going to have your conference champions play on this week. The next week is basically going to be your first round of the playoffs, but not in like a real term. So you're going to have these borderline teams. You're going to have Texas play JMU. You're going to have blah, blah, blah play blah this week. So then it would be this week. And then it sets the playoff for the upcoming week.
because he was also
That sounds
saying
good.
like it's kind of unfair that like you're like these teams get a play for a conference championship, but then you have teams like Oregon that are in the playoffs, but like they're sitting. Like they have a bye, so they get a rest. So it's like you have teams that sure now they get the first round bye if you're a top 4 seed, but you just played like 2 weeks ago, and then Oregon gets to sit for like 3 weeks and not play.
Yeah.
And then he's like, if Miami and Notre Dame the whole time, if they're complaining on who's going to get in, he's like, why don't you just have Miami and Notre Dame play again, and then whoever wins, then you make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like it's not a problem.
Like a playing game?
Yeah, have a playing game. And it's like Miami's like, well, we deserve to be in because we beat Notre Dame, and then Notre Dame's like, well, if you play us again, we're going to beat you. So then do it and then prove it,
Yeah.
and then you get in that way instead of allowing a committee, people that we think don't know ball, decide who gets in. That's why I think they should change it.
Yeah, that they should change it. But the only thing that pisses me off is you're just making a bigger bracket. by doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. I think that if you're borderline, this is college football, bro. Like, you're coming from where 1 and 2s used to face each other for the national championship,
Right.
and those used to be ranked off of wins and shit
Right.
like that. So it really used to mean some shit back in the day
Right.
when you went 15.
Like it was
Yeah.
dead ass the two best teams with the best records play against each other.
like legit. Ohio State versus Indiana this year would have been the national
Would have been that
championship,
championship
and
game.
that's honestly, they probably would have snuck in a fucking Georgia team somehow,
Mm-hmm.
some way, but. That would have been the national championship this year, and that's how it would have been, and everybody else would have been playing in the Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl, Sugar Bowl, whatever. So this is already a step in the right direction of having 12 teams. If you're on the borderline, I get making your case, but like when you got teams like BYU who have 2 losses to Texas Tech and you got blown the fuck out, and
Both times.
and you were like literally losing every single game that you ended up winning, like come on, bro, you're not in it. You're just like, there's no way. You faced the number 4 seed twice and you got blown the hell out. Like, there's no need for people to be crying on the outside of 12 teams if you didn't do enough to be even considered
agree.
top 10.
I agree.
I'm just gonna go back to what I said. I get crying if a JMU or Tulane's in.
And that's understandable.
That's where
right?
you
I don't-
that's where
I
the
don't
crying
really-
comes from.
I
Because
don't
that's
re-
not the real top 12 teams that you're saying. You're saying like the top 12 teams are in. That's just not true.
But even if it was
Like
top
they
12
technically
teams, the
did
only
enough
team
to
that
be
would
ranked
in-
top 12. They're just not in the playoff.
But even with top 12 teams, the only team that would be in that isn't, I think, is Vandy.
No, because
No, not
Notre Dame.
even.
Notre Dame's higher than Vandy.
Okay, so
It'd be
Notre
Notre
Dame would be
Dame.
in.
Yeah.
That's it. Everybody else, the people who've been crying, Vandy, Texas, they're all not even ranked in the top 12.
Well, and then it would have been
Yeah, no, 'cause
BYU
the
if they
first-
would have won.
yeah.
BYU would have been in it.
Because the
But,
first
like,
2 teams were the first 2 teams out were Notre Dame and BYU. So Vandy, Texas, none of those teams are even in the discussion at all.
Yeah, no, I'm not really arguing them. It's just annoying because if a Tulane played it, like how you're saying they got blown out. Well, if JMU if they would play any of these teams, they'd get blown out in the regular season. They wouldn't be in here.
Yeah.
So it's just
Tulane
that's
didn't get
not-
blown out.
I'm saying, well, they kind of did by Ole Miss. They got beat on pretty bad by Ole Miss.
Yeah, they
Oh,
lost.
I was looking at JMU, my bad.
But I'm saying like Tulane got blown out, but they just didn't lose another game. So that's like, why are you in?
And that, well, they won their conference championship.
Exactly.
That's the only reason
And that's
that
not
they're
the top 12 teams. Like you have.
in. And I get that.
So
but
so
here's
really
the
they
thing.
didn't do enough to get in. They just won their conference
I mean, they
championship,
won their
which is
conference
not really
championship.
like strong.
On technical terms of the CFP, they did enough. That's like that. I can't fucking.
But that's
in
what I'm
my-
saying.
In my reality, I would keep a lot of fucking. I'm gonna be honest. Like a lot of teams that are bullshit, like Texas and Vandy, they're not in. And like I said, what I would do is I would also probably do what John Gruden said, which is another playoff round.
I think-
to be able to.
I think if you want the small schools to be in the like playoff picture, like which it seems like they're trying to do, they're trying to get that March Madness effect. You have to make the college football bigger.
Yeah,
like you
so
have to make another round or
So
something.
you know how in March Madness where there's like the first
They have
4
playing
out,
games.
you
Yeah.
know, the first 4 out.
Yeah.
So basically, if it's JMU and Tulane, they
No,
should.
I
be
get that. I get that.
No,
part,
no,
what
no.
you're
I'm saying they should have to. So your bottom 4 seeds, which is 12, 11, 9, and 10, should all have to play the first 4 out, and whoever wins that ends up getting those seeds.
Right, yeah, I
That's
get
how
that.
I feel like it should be. But again, that's just extending the playoffs to another round of. It's just another round of playoffs.
Like every year, we're
So,
gonna
like,
we're gonna
every
say
year
that
we're
they
gonna-
should expand the playoffs.
I was gonna say
every
we're
year.
gonna expand until fucking
Like,
the top
yeah.
24 teams are like, oh, I should be in, and it's like, bro, shut the fuck
Like
up.
we got,
You're not gonna win.
we got
anyways. You
4.
suck.
Yeah.
We got 4. Then they were like, oh no, it needs to be bigger. Then we went to 12, and then now they're like, oh, we should go to 16, and then we'll go to 20, and then 24, and then yeah, it'll be literally March Madness, but in football.
The reason that I get pissed off about this shit too is because like when you're realistically looking at this, the teams that really have a chance are your 1 through 6. Your 1 through 7, something like that have even a slim of a chance, unless it's like an Ohio State team from last year that you know is really good, but they're dropping dumbass games for no reason.
Yeah.
But like looking at this too, I mean, like my top 5 are 1 through 5.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how I
like
think.
when we get into it for later, but like that's legit just how it is, and that's how it will be, and that's how the playoffs are probably going to shake up. So like when you're arguing to get in at 12, like Vandy, Texas, like they're getting bounced first round in my opinion, anyways. Like those type of teams.
You just look at the game different though. Like you look at a Texas playing Oregon a little different.
Yeah, you do definitely.
But then
Yes.
it's
I
like,
mean,
but
yeah,
then it's like you're rewarding,
and it makes it a better game.
rewarding the bad teams that are catching fire at the end of their shit, and then like 5 Oregon who did their job has to now face a Notre Dame team, and it's like, oh well, fuck, we didn't even do enough. to,
Exactly.
Like they're not getting rewarded for being 5.
Like
they're
I
getting
lost
fucking,
one game
yeah.
to go ahead and play a fucking Texas team that lost 3, but just because they're fucking Texas in the SEC, I'm gonna have to go against them. Like, bro, no.
It's I would just say the same thing. Tulane hasn't played anybody. JMU hasn't played anybody,
I
so you're
don't
rewarding
care,
them
bro.
for not
I
doing
think-
it.
I
We
think what
said
they
they set
implemented-
it up that way. We all liked it the first couple of years, but now just because idiotic teams can't win the games that they're supposed to, and people are gonna cry about it, You want to be
But
the
like
nice
even,
guy
but that's the
and
thing.
have everyone happy.
Even if
Like,
you,
no,
but even if you,
it's okay to have 3 or 4 or 5 people mad.
you're gonna have that though. Even if
You're
you
gonna-
expand the playoffs, you're gonna leave a couple good teams out. That's how it is. But that's
Exactly,
also
bro.
how you value conference championships too.
I just like good games, and we're not getting that with those two
Well,
games.
you expand to 16. We're
yeah.
gonna argue like, no, the 5-loss Duke team
That's what I
should
was.
have been in.
That's what I was trying to say.
Like, bro, what are we talking about?
Because they're trying so hard to get that March Madness vibe. Expand the playoffs like 4 more seeds, and then you can put all the conference championships in there. I'm fine with that. Then if the other that gives a chance like a Texas to get in, who played really good competition this year, gives a chance for Notre Dame to get in. And then I'm like, all right, that's fair.
Notre Dame getting a damn conference. If you would have been in a conference, you would have been in the playoffs.
Realistically,
They make
whether
so much money not being in a conference, so it's crazy.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like they want to complain because they
I
didn't make
agree.
the playoffs, but then they're like, well, this year actually hurt us because we weren't in a conference. If Notre Dame was in the ACC, like they are in every other sport, Notre Dame would have ran the SEC. They would have ran through the ACC. They wouldn't have a problem. They would have been the ACC championship game. They would have beat the bricks off Virginia probably.
See,
And that's how it is.
But now you're talking about them different because they won a conference championship. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Win a respectable conference, and we can talk about it.
the ACC
I
is
mean,
not a
that's all
respectable.
team.
The ACC is not a respectable conference. But
It is if you win it and you're
but the
10 and
ACC
2
was
team.
the ACC was bad this year though.
The ACC was bad. Like
Okay,
there was
but
no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there was no
but
reason
now,
for a
because they
5-loss
have
Duke team
because
to
they
win the
have
ACC.
a conference championship, you're looking at them different. When realistically, the conference championship, when it's a bad conference, doesn't mean shit.
It does no. Okay, so Virginia won the ACC. They're in. So I mean that's like a whole different story. Duke.
I'm
beat
talking about
them
the
with a
scenario.
7-5
I'm
team.
talking about the scenario when Notre Dame's in the ACC and they run through it
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're good. Then you're like, okay, you did
You
your
won
job,
your conference.
You won the conference.
just
so
because
you're
of
in.
conference. So that just
ACC's the third best.
they
conference.
literally just showed that they care about conference play.
That's how they
Conference
got in.
championship play because Alabama's in.
That's how JMU and Tulane
that's
win. 'cause
whole.
they won the
That's
conference.
SEC conference play. That's a whole different ball game. I'm talking
It
about.
doesn't matter.
I'm talking about
about
JMU's
ball.
conference.
It doesn't matter about whose conference is better.
It does
or
matter.
Not.
It does. That does matter.
matters
SEC is
that
completely
they
different
won
than the American
conference.
Athletic
They won
Conference.
conferences in there, bro. Like, what are you not understanding?
I
They won
understand.
conferences in there. It doesn't matter.
All right, when that JMU game's a blowout, when that JMU
okay, and
game's a
I'm gonna be
blowout.
fucking happy because
Is that
JMU was
okay?
in, and not a stupid ass Notre Dame team that couldn't win games that they needed to, or a 5-loss Duke team that didn't need to win that because Virginia's idiotic that couldn't win that damn game, or a Texas team that's a 3-loss team that couldn't do anything in that
You
state.
could watch Jeremiah. You could Jeremiah Love.
I don't care about Jeremiah Love, to be honest
who's
with
a
you.
Heisman
What
candidate.
I care is Jaden Fielding
Name
making a goddamn field goal.
Name a player on JMU right now that you're excited to watch on whatever day they play.
Yes, I will sit there from the point that
Name
the
what
first
player you're
whistle
excited to
blows,
watch on that
and then
team.
I don't care. I'm gonna learn them that game.
Look,
Exactly, for
That's
no
how
reason.
I'm
Shout
learning
out
them.
JMU.
But you're going to
Tulane
see
for
Jeremiah
making it,
Love,
though.
who's going to be
Shit.
playing on Sundays, who's going to be the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have him on my
I'm
team,
happy
and I
for
don't
him
give a
for
shit.
making it.
I don't
and
wanna
you're
see him
missing
in
out
the
Arch
playoffs.
Manning getting a playoff game.
I'm standing here 10 toes down saying fuck Notre Dame.
That's how I feel.
I don't give a damn about
Hell
Notre
yeah.
Dame making it or not.
Yeah.
And also looking at this, if they got in at 12, they would have been rewarded like fuck. They would have had to face Oregon Tech, and then they would have been in the semifinal against probably Indiana or Alabama.
Exactly.
You're saying they could have beat that team? They could have won that game?
They could have won, yeah.
Exactly!
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
You're not
because
saying
here's
this
the
about
thing.
JMU.
do what you're
Here's the
supposed to
thing.
do to get in.
Here's the thing. We're talking about Notre Dame in a different sense because they won every other game after they
It's
lost
because
their
they
first
won
two
out, and right
Yeah.
now it's probably a different Notre Dame team
JMU has
than
no
they were
does
at
not
the
have a
beginning of the
ranked win this year.
They're about
that's
to.
fair.
They're gonna wipe the floor with Oregon.
I don't think Notre Dame does either.
Yeah, but they have losses. They have losses to ranked teams.
That's it, though.
And
Okay,
the
so
Miami
you're
game was close.
But they lost.
Who has JMU
That was
played?
first game of the season, by the way.
Exactly. You're punishing them for the first game and the second game of the season. They played them
Okay,
back
so
to
then
back.
don't play the first 2 weeks there.
Buddy,
Like,
Notre
If JMU
what?
plays that schedule, they're not in.
But
Hey,
Notre Dame,
what was
Notre
the- what
Dame
was
is
Notre Dame's best
independent,
win?
and they can make their schedule.
USC probably.
That's not.
USC?
I think it was USC.
Okay, well, I mean, we can
I
check
think
that,
so,
but
I
still, how
What do you-
respectable is that
what-
shit?
what
Because
was it?
Michigan beat them.
What was the
It's
question?
still a ranked win. It was Notre Dame's best win.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
because
USC.
It's their rival.
Exactly.
was
JMU
USC.
hasn't
It's a
played
rival
anybody like USC, and USC's not even that good, but they're still ranked.
But that's what I'm talking about, bro. When your best win is USC and you lost to the other
Who's
good
JMU's
team.
best win?
Bro, we're not arguing. I'm not arguing JMU Notre Dame. I
Who's-
know Notre Dame.
who's
better than
Tulane's
JMU.
best win?
Here's what I think they should do too. I think they
North
need
Texas
to.
in the conference championship game that they won.
That does not matter. Notre Dame would wipe
What
them.
I think they need to
Get in
do
that
for real.
conference and wins it. It's a different fucking story.
I
I, don't
think-
care if you're even in the fucking AAC. Get in the goddamn
Dude,
conference.
I think they need to schedule better non-conference games.
Yes.
Because prime example with the Notre Dame shit, what we're talking about, they're independent. They could schedule whatever game they want. So the fact that they had Texas A&M and Miami back-to-back the first 2 weeks, basically you're punishing every other team that had bad non-conference games because they chose to play 2 ranked teams at the time and lost, right? But if you schedule, and like Ohio State played Texas week 1 too, like that shows that if they are also going to take head-to-head matters. So every team that you play, and that's the thing, you can't punish teams for also being in a bad conference.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Yes,
the best
you can.
team in a bad conference, though, that's not your fault for other teams being shit.
Tulane has 2 losses, by the way.
Yeah,
Notre Dame has 2 losses.
because they also don't play in a good conference. But
Played an extra game and won it. That's the whole thing.
but they had the extra
Listen,
game
they
and
have
they
2
won it.
losses.
Listen, bro. Listen. Notre Dame, bro. Here's the thing. They're not even in a conference. So also the committee values out-of-conference losses if they're good teams.
They should.
Here's the thing. Notre Dame's every fucking team that they play is out of conference. Okay? So every loss that they have is a normal fucking loss.
Is a normal loss.
If they were in a conference and they faced fucking Alabama, if they're in the Big Ten and they faced Alabama and they lost that game, they would look at it and they'd be like, hey, thanks for trying to have a fun game for us for views. We'll value that loss at a higher thing than others. But here's the thing. Notre Dame thinks they're above all than everything, and they're not in a conference. Therefore, they get de-escalated from everybody in a fucking conference because they only play 12 games a fucking
I think
year.
it's a blessing and a curse. If they
They get to pick their schedule every year.
it's a
That's
blessing and a
stupid as
curse.
fuck.
In a situation like that, it hurt them. Usually, sometimes it helps them more than
That's
likely
fine.
not being in a conference.
Okay, Notre Dame, you want to put them out the conference fine, or you want to put them out because they're not in the conference fine. But what about your Texases? What about your Utahs that only have 2 losses? What about your Vandys?
Texas has 3 losses.
Texas has
Vandy
3.
has 2. Utah has 2. Like
Yeah.
BYU has 2. Like what about those?
And if Vandy wanted to, I would be on. I would probably be like, oh yeah, Vandy should be. These are teams that I'm not sitting here saying JMU and Tulane are better than them. That's not at
Exactly.
all what
So
I'm saying.
there's-
I've already said this. What I'm saying is that Notre Dame is therefore crying
That's
for
fine.
that 10 seed, and the only thing that separates you and Miami is that you lost to Miami. That's the whole reason. I'm arguing 1 through 10. Also, I'm not arguing fucking
If
Tulane
Miami,
and
honestly, if
JMU.
I just don't get-
Miami didn't get in, then we probably wouldn't care. It's like, okay, then that game didn't matter then because neither team made it. So then you would put, like, if BYU would have won, then BYU would probably be in that spot.
Notre Dame has just always pissed me off because they're not in a conference, though. That's the whole reason, and that's also like.
So you would
their
rather
downfall as well.
you'd rather Notre Dame be in the Sun Belt?
I don't give a damn. Join any fucking conference.
No, because
you
if they
want.
join the Sun Belt, you're gonna say they're soft and they don't play anybody.
No,
and this will be
I
the same
wouldn't.
thing.
If they won every game that year and they're like, oh shit, there's Notre Dame, I was like, yeah, obviously there's gonna be jokes and be like, oh yeah. But if they win every game and win the Sun Belt, they're in.
That's insane. A
is
Sun Belt
that insane?
a Sun Belt team is in the playoffs. That's just insane to me.
No, it's Notre Dame in the Sun Belt. I'm not talking about.
I mean, I don't
fucking-
think Notre Dame would play in the Sun Belt because they would play in a better conference.
Like,
but
no,
that's why
I don't
used-
think a
that's
team
why I
that's
used
Notre
ranked
Dame
ACC.
should be in the Big Ten.
That's
bro.
why I used ACC
I don't think
as
a
an
team who was
example, 'cause
ranked
that was a bad conference this year.
24 should be in the college football playoff.
And that's fair. I'm
That's
not
fair.
sitting here. I'm not arguing Tulane and them. I'm arguing Notre Dame.
Okay.
Fuck Notre Dame. I don't care about Notre Dame.
And
Notre
if we
Dame
had-
is some crying ass pussies because they don't have a tough ass schedule and they lose their games.
And especially
that is
the
the
SEC.
downfall. We said at the beginning of the year, if they lose 2 games, they're out. We already discussed this
If
shit.
they would have put BYU or Texas or Utah instead of that, then I'd be with you. I'd be like Notre Dame can cry about it because they didn't win their
Yeah,
games,
so your
right?
whole
But it's
thing is
because
just
the
Tulane
2
and
teams they put.
JMU.
Yeah,
it's
the
just
two
it's the
teams.
G5 school.
Yeah.
I value Vandy and Texas above Notre Dame.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, if they would have put those in, I'd be like, Notre Dame can't cry.
He just has
and
a
that's
problem with the
understandable.
G5 schools making.
Yeah.
He's like
I'm
he
arguing-
thinks they don't have a chance.
I'm arguing
which
Notre Dame
I get
doesn't
it.
deserve even being looked at on that because
They do.
they're
They
only
deserve to be
2
looked at.
Whatever. But they're only 2 good teams that they played all season other than USC that wins so big. It's like a 24 ranked team that's not even ranked anymore. I think they have 4 or 5 losses. That is the only team they beat other than the other 2 teams that they played and they lost.
Okay.
And then they beat a whole bunch of bullshit ass teams in
then
between.
Miami,
They have a fair argument.
But also,
That's all
what
I
hurt
wanna say.
Miami was because they lost to 2 unranked teams. They lost to Louisville at the time and they lost to SMU. Like, also, if they beat SMU, there's no conversation.
yeah, there's no conversation.
So they also did themselves by losing. And Duke, realistically, who lost 5 games and they won the ACC. Like, realistically, that shouldn't happen. But unless Virginia was the only team that had 1 loss in the ACC, every other team was 6-2.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What's wrong? He's like, we're going back and
it's
forth.
just like, bro, it's
We're going
like,
back and forth. That's why
I don't understand why he's defending Notre Dame over JMU and Tulane. Like,
Okay.
I don't give a shit. I don't want them in because they didn't do what they were supposed to, and I'm okay, and I'm happy with JMU and Tulane in. I don't care.
Schedule
If
better
he doesn't
non-conference
like it,
games.
I
You don't care because you don't have
CFP
no.
committee.
You're not rooting for a team. That's why you don't care.
I'm not
But
rooting
if
for
you're
a
a
team.
te-
I'm rooting for fucking Buckeyes. Like,
I'm
what are you
talking
talking
about. I'm
not
talking
rooting for
about.
a fucking team.
I'm talking about in that like conversation. You don't care
No, it
because you
doesn't.
don't care who
Obviously,
wins.
I would rather
like if
win.
you're a Texas
Like,
fan, you're pissed.
obviously-
JMU's in. If you're a
Okay,
BYU
guess
fan, you're
what?
pissed. You're gonna be like, you should have won the game.
Guess
Who
what?
wants
As
to
a
let me?
Texas fan, I'm gonna say. Guess what? As a Texas fan, I'm gonna say. Win the fucking games you're supposed to.
Sorry, you play Alabama, who's in the playoffs.
I'm
Sorry, you play
do
Georgia,
better, bro. Like,
Sorry,
what?
you play Georgia.
I don't care. Do better.
Do better.
Yeah,
it's
do
Tulane.
better.
It's Tulane to
Do
the
better.
SEC.
The
They
rules
lose
are
to
that
Ole
they
Miss.
won conference
They lose
champions in,
to-
bro.
they-
So they're gonna reward those conferences, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care. They didn't fucking
guys
win. They had
don't
2
care.
losses. I'm sorry. There was a point in time where you needed to be undefeated to be in the playoffs. Then there was a point in time that you needed only 1 loss to be in the playoffs. Now we have 12 fucking
It just needs to
teams,
be a
bro.
power.
Like, come
I think it
on.
just needs to be a Power 5 playoff if they're going to do it by conference wins. That's how I.
Okay,
a conference
congrats. If you only do a
championships.
Power
it need-
5, then get rid of every other college because they're not going to have any other fucking chance
so-
to ever be anything in their fucking career.
That's
They're
not
not
bad.
because they're not going to be anything because their
God damn,
competition
bro.
does not line
That's
up with
not
Ohio
bad.
State.
But now listen.
They need to do a Power 5
if we're
playoff.
gonna do that, right? Then you need to take all the bowl games out of the fucking playoff shit, and you need to make the bowl games for the little guys. So
Why?
the Rose Bowl needs to be Tulane versus
Why?
because the bowl games don't fucking
Not
matter
Rose
anymore.
Bowl. Not Rose. I mean, Rose Bowl and Cotton Bowl, like those are playoff games.
They don't matter anymore. You're just trying to save the bowl games. That's all they're doing right now.
Well, yeah,
Ironically,
realistically,
nobody
like, bro-
gives a fuck about winning the Rose Bowl if you don't win the national
Realistically, I
championship.
don't know why y'all
Not
are doing
anymore,
that. Y'all
yeah.
don't care about these. Y'all don't watch these little school plays. So I don't know why y'all are making a big ass deal. Y'all haven't watched a single JMU game this year. I don't know
Not gonna
why
lie,
y'all
I
are acting like, oh,
I
these
turned on the
little guys
JMU
need to
game
get
when
in.
I turned on the JMU game, but
I literally watched the Tulane versus Louisville game where they lost by 2 touchdowns, but because it was close.
That's different. You turn it on because
now it's close.
you turn it on because it's close. You watch almost every single SEC, Big Ten, big time game over that.
And
any day.
I meant JMU Louisville, by the way. My bad. I mean Tulane Louisville. JMU Louisville.
yeah, that JMU Louisville game was good.
I turned it on. I watched it. I watched the
Those conference championship.
games on Friday. I watched them. Now, yeah, that North Texas game wasn't good. I thought it was good. Got blown out. So, okay, Tulane was up by 30.
North
so
Texas was about being. That would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting because of their offense.
but then they
But
lost.
They
So.
can't, even beat Tulane. They can't beat Tulane.
So then it's a different story. But if they would have matched Tulane up with somebody who didn't have a deep like Ole Miss, North Texas. Dude, Ole Miss, North Texas would have been a crazy ass game. It would have been like over 68.5 type deal because it's literally just offense versus offense. Neither one of them has a defense. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's always
Someone's always going
always
to
somebody's always gonna bitch.
you're gonna
bro. It's
piss
be a
someone
different
off
thing every year.
regardless. You're gonna every year someone's
I just
gonna
feel
be
for the
mad.
fans. That's it.
I don't give a shit
Feel
about
for
the
Notre
fans.
Dame fans.
Notre Dame, Texas, Utah, like the
Up
team,
their ass,
BYU,
dude. I don't
BYU.
He's trying to
Up
be the
their
nice
ass.
guy, like I said, bro. He doesn't want anyone mad, bro. 2K, 4 or 5 people are mad,
They
bro.
have a reason to be mad.
Move the fuck
I
on,
know
bro.
y'all are just looking through your Ohio State glasses. Like I don't care. It doesn't fuck with me. If y'all were in the same show as Ohio State, y'all would be like, bro, we lost to fucking Indiana. We lost to Oregon.
We
like Ohio-
We lost to Indiana. We
I'd be
lost
like-
to Oregon.
I'd be
Why
like,
is
Ohio-
JMU above us? That's
like-
exactly
I'd
what
be
you
like,
would
we
be
didn't-
saying. Don't say no bullshit either.
No, I would be like, win the fucking
I
games
lost
you're
to two
supposed
ranked
to. You're
opponents.
Ohio
Why-
State, you're the best team in the goddamn country. Don't fucking lose a game. That's what I would say.
I'm like, don't lose
come
the game
on,
you're
bro.
supposed to.
Don't lose the game you're supposed to.
It's-
especially
Like, what the
when-
fuck
If we
are
had
we
a 2
doing,
loss, we
bro?
wouldn't even have been in the Big Ten championship. Therefore, we would have been like, damn, we're not even good enough, anyways.
That's why
No,
I
because
say
y'all were saying different shit when Ohio State wasn't making the playoffs back when there was 4 teams.
4 teams.
Yeah.
4, not 12.
But they got snubbed, so y'all were
12,
mad.
12, I'm at the thing where I'm like, all right, we didn't do enough. Like, what, like that's dead ass where I'm like, all right, we didn't do enough, nor should I even fight for this shit.
All right, so next question: Do you think they did right, Ole Miss, by not punishing them for Lane Kiffin being fired, or not fired, but leaving? My bad, not fired. That's because
they
like
can't
Florida
control
State, because Florida State, remember, they went undefeated and didn't make the college football playoff because Jordan Travis got hurt,
That was back when there was 4 teams, though.
and there was 4
Still,
teams.
though.
I know, but still, they got left out, and they were saying we still should be in.
Rightfully
So
so,
Ole
they got
Miss,
blown the fuck
they
out
were
of them.
saying they were like Ole Miss.
Their bowl game.
They were like they could realistically take Ole Miss out of the playoffs because Lane Kiffin leaving and bring in his entire offensive coaching staff.
Hey, this might be a different conversation, and I might not be that uptight about Notre Dame, but then them opting out of the bowl game, oh my God, that just pissed me the fuck off. Because how you about to do that to the seniors, bruh? They ain't know that was their last game when they played.
That's
and now you're about to take their last game away from them because you're little salty-ass bitches?
Bowl games. That's why I don't think bowl games matter.
because
Teams don't even, unless they're in the playoffs, they don't care about playing. They're like,
and they won 10 games and they're like we don't want to play in a bowl game even though they was going to play in a
That's
damn
why
good
I
one.
said drop the Rose Bowl. Like, if you're going to do just a Power 5 bracket, drop the Rose Bowls to the like, Michigan versus fucking USC, whatever the fuck it may be for the Rose Bowl. Like, that you drop those so those actually mean some shit for the smaller teams that didn't fucking make it. And therefore,
Then it makes the Rose Bowl not
everybody-
mean anything, because then nobody's going to care about it. at
Rose
that
Bowl
point.
don't mean shit now.
I mean, it means it's in the
No,
playoffs.
it doesn't, dude. Honestly, bro. Honest to God, bro. The bowl games don't mean shit.
Well,
They
no,
don't.
They don't, and they're not. I mean, they're really not going to if you drop them.
They don't mean shit now. Oh, it's like you don't want comprehending. No one
Yes,
gives a fuck if they go to the Rose Bowl. Like they don't really care.
Yeah, then
like he said, they're only doing that for
So they would
neutral
care-
destinations, right? They're doing them as
That's
neutral
what-
destinations, and then like here, there's a trophy.
No, I'm saying
Like, bro,
I'm saying they
They're
would
doing it to
care.
save the bowl games. So the bowl games, there's a lot of money invested in the bowl games, obviously.
I know, that's
So,
what
like,
I'm
the Rose
saying.
Bowl, that is the only reason they're.
But
keeping them in
realistically, no one gives a fuck, bro. No one really cares.
But it's because
You know
now
what Ryan Day did with the Rose Bowl trophy? He tossed that shit to the side.
I just said
want
I
that.
said
I want
I'm
that. I want
arguing
the
the same
natty.
And
thing.
guess
I
what? When he
said
got it,
Buddy,
when
let
he
him
walks
fucking
around,
talk, goddamn.
when he walks around Columbus, he's not holding the Rose Bowl trophy. Guess what? That shit's in the trash can. He's holding the fucking national championship. Like, bro, the Rose Bowl games.
when did I say
the bowl games don't mean shit?
I didn't say the Rose Bowl means shit. I was saying if it drops down, it's not going to still mean shit. You're not going to care about the Rose Bowl. It's going to be even less if it's not in the playoffs. That's what I was trying to say. It's going to be even less of not giving a fuck if it's not in the playoffs. Like Michigan is not going to care to win the Rose Bowl if they're not in the playoffs.
I think they would try their ass off for that.
But now it's because there's 12
I think
teams.
anybody who's on the outside playing for the Rose Bowl would care.
No, because everybody sits there.
The Rose Bowl used to mean something because that was the
It
second
used to.
biggest
Yeah,
trophy
it
you
used
could
to.
win.
Yeah, now it
That's
doesn't.
what. So now, I mean, it's not going to mean anything regardless because you're putting this playoff thing where blah, 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 whatever. But I also think that there should be home playoff games for the first 4 seeds in the second round. I don't think you should be going to. I thought it was bullshit when we played Texas at Texas for the Cotton Bowl, and I was like, that's so dumb, bro. How did they get home field advantage just because of off a neutral site? And it's not even neutral.
Plus, it's
That
different
is
now
crazy,
because the
'cause even,
playoffs
bro,
are
even the
larger.
SEC, right? The SEC is a neutral, like the SEC championship is a neutral site, but every fucking year
Georgia.
Georgia's in
It's in
there.
Georgia, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
in
no, that's
Georgia.
what I'm saying. But for the
That's
past fucking
technically
6
neutral,
years,
though, because Alabama's right there. Like, I mean, what would be neutral? Right on the line?
But I mean, even
send them to Louisiana or send
but
them to
even-
fucking
even the-
Columbus. I don't know.
even
dude,
the
like,
Big 12
actually make it neutral. Bro.
even the Big 12 championship, like Tech and BYU, they played in Dallas.
Yeah.
Like they played in Arlington. Like Tech, that's a 5-hour drive.
Whoever's-
BYU, they still had to travel for a lot farther than Tech had to.
Mercedes-Benz is getting that used because I'm pretty sure the Orange Bowl's in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, too, in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mercedes-Benz always got shit going on.
I know. But
That's
I'm
one of the
saying they
craziest
just had the
stadiums.
SEC, and I think they're about to have the Orange Bowl because they always
Yeah, they have
the
one.
Orange Bowl.
Yeah, they have some shit.
Because I think, what the hell did we win last year? We won the Cotton Bowl in the Orange Bowl?
No, I think it's the
Rose
Sugar Bowl.
We were in the Rose Bowl, Oregon.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
so we won the Rose Bowl and the Cotton Bowl?
Isn't it the
Makes
Sugar
sense.
Bowl
I don't know.
in Atlanta?
I thought that
I
was.
think the Sugar Bowl.
I have no idea.
I don't know. There's too
I
many
have no
bowl games.
idea,
I
bro.
don't
I'm
know
going to be
which
honest,
one's
I'm pretty
which.
sure it's the Orange Bowl
Where?
is in Atlanta.
In
I
Atlanta?
think Orange is in Florida.
Yeah.
No,
in
the
Miami.
Orange Bowl's in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
You sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
the
we
state
used
of
to
the
do it on
orange.
college
Yes.
football.
Yeah, it's the orange state.
Because
like the orange
they're
is.
actually
So then is it the Cotton Bowl? That's in it?
Yeah, because we won the Cotton Bowl. We did because Austin has the Cotton
But
Bowl.
Cotton-
Then that was in Texas.
That was in Texas. Yeah.
So maybe it's just different every year. I don't know.
I think we play Miami in the Orange Bowl, then like it would be a home field advantage for Miami.
I'm going to be honest, dude. The orange, sugar, cotton, those don't mean shit anymore either.
None of them
They
mean
don't.
anything, bro.
I'd rather play in the Pop-Tart Bowl, get a bite of a Pop-Tart after I win.
Like if it was still just 4 teams, like any of those teams outside the top 4 wouldn't be bitching about getting in. Because right now, no one would argue that Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana, Texas Tech aren't the best 4 teams in college football. Now, because it's a 12-team playoff, everyone's like, we deserve to get in. We deserve to get in. Everyone has an opportunity, so we need to get in.
Home
And that's not how
playoff
it should
games
be.
in college should be a thing, like up until the divisional.
They should.
Because that was shit so tough. Like when it was Ohio State versus Tennessee, I guarantee that shit was rocking.
Yeah, if you're a first round bye, you should get one. I agree.
Yeah, for
Should
sure.
get one, yeah.
And at least like, is it because we're running out of bowls in the round after that? It would only be 2 bowls, right? That we'd use. Okay, therefore, we already know the top 2 bowls. It'd be Rose Bowl and Cotton Bowl, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they do a 16, which I think it's going to be inevitable, I think we'll probably have 2 more seasons of this 12 team. Then with everyone bitching and crying alongside us,
Do a
they're
Power
gonna
5
add the
playoff.
16
Power 5
teams.
playoff. Power 5
They're
playoff.
gonna do the 16 teams, and then because I do agree, I don't think it's like really fair that the quarterfinals are straight. Like the ones like the top 4 seeds go straight into the quarterfinals, and they're neutral sites. They're really not, right?
don't get
Depending on who they play, right? Because depending on who it is, it'll be neutral, and sometimes it's not going to be neutral. Then you have 2 rounds in home. like home playoff games.
Yeah.
The amount of money that those schools will get, and they're gonna push for it too.
And that's
'cause
what-
believe me, they're money hungry, so they'll get it done.
And that's what I was saying, bro, because that's what I was watching Joel Klatt, and the whole reason that I even realized, because I wasn't thinking, I was like, holy shit, like, they actually just get a bye, and then they have to go play at a neutral site. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason that's not happening is because of these bowls, and they're just trying to save these bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I understand these bowl games supported CFB for multiple years. But here's the thing, it's growing, and I'm sorry, bub, but you're just going to, they don't mean shit no more. So, therefore, the way that everything's moving towards, get rid of the bowl games, and then, therefore, you can have home playoff games. And that's what we need to move towards.
Dude, you can even make the bowl games. Like, then take away the nostalgia that the bowl games have to be played in neutral sites. Dude, if you make it so big, make the fucking bowl games make it like college game day. The fucking bowl game goes to a different fucking city.
But then those bowl games make all the money from the tickets, all of that shit. They make all that money. So then, therefore, if you have it at Ohio State's going to be like, you can have 25% of this. This is all me. It's me. So, therefore, they're still going to lose money.
They can eventually structure it. They'll structure it. If they really do care about the bowls that way, they'll structure it.
The bowls don't. That's their point, though. The bowls just want their money. That's the whole reason the bowls are there for. The Capital One don't give a damn about who wins that bowl. They're just there for the money.
What I am saying is, if the bowls, right, really care about the money, and they find out that, hey, if we don't do this, bowl games are going to be non-existent, meaning you get $0 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
In whichever fucking university it's like, let's say this year,
Bro.
Whatever. Let's say this year it's in Texas, or next year it's in Ohio State. Whichever university your bowl is at, you have to split.
It's going to be Ohio State next year.
You have to split. You have to split the ticket sales with that university. Either you do that, or you get no money, and we get rid of bowl games. Guess what they're gonna do? Can I get 55%? Like, bro,
you'd be like, no, you can get 35 and not cry.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna suck it up, bro. They're gonna find a way. And I get it. I'm sorry. I cuss a lot, but it's just like,
it's
bro.
Like, when you talk, like, you know, like when people think when they're talking, they're like, or like, you're like, yeah, fuck, yeah, no, fuck.
Like he says it before he actually.
Yeah, like his filler word.
Wait, hold on.
His filler word is fuck.
How much do you guys think that, like, on a week, like, because I was thinking about this, like, on, let's say, Ohio State versus Tennessee last year, how much is Ohio State actually racking in on, like, ticket sales, merchandise sales?
Dude, it's a lot because
10 mil.
when that happened,
it's some real shit.
It's
that
probably
might be
there
like
because
10 mil.
when that playoff game happened, I was still working at Dick's, right? And the next day I came in, one of the managers was telling me, like, do you know how much money we made in outerwear? He said just alone in pure outerwear because it was so damn
freezing.
cold. Yeah. They made $60,000 in 1 hour.
Damn.
Because Dick's is expensive as fuck.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's like all their
Yeah,
volume.
But listen, do you think the clothes, the food, and all the drinks and all the propaganda and stuff close to the stadium is not as much, if not a little bit more expensive? That's what I'm saying.
I paid $32
you're
for
probably
two
not
beers.
even not even close to the ballpark. You're probably even more than 10 mil.
You have if you go to a game, you gotta bring
at least like good
Bro,
$200.
I
You gotta go buy
I
shit.
could go to the nearest gas station and get a tall boy for $3, and I spent $32 on two of them, bro.
Yeah,
and they get those in bulk, so they're probably $1 a beer.
It's crazy.
That's
what I'm
insane,
saying.
bro.
Probably, it's probably not even 10 mil. It's probably almost double that, dude.
Well, I said, didn't Groport and Canal make a whole bunch of money this year? You said, was that you who said that?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't
Somebody said Groport and Canal made a lot of money. I forget. I think Eusebio said it. He would tell me. Like when we were in high school,
Yeah.
like when Groport was good and stuff, I remember it made a lot of money.
Yeah, it probably did, because, I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
Gulfport
because
sucks now, so.
concessions, I mean, yeah, they make a good money. And
Yeah,
all
he
that.
said that. I think they made like 10,000 or something like that game.
Dude, I mean,
I was
that's
like,
why
oh.
people are like, bro, why do they love high school football so much? It's like, because they're doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You're charging $7 for some shit that, like, a ticket that nobody even, like, there's no overhead on that. So, I mean, it's like
dude,
they make a
people
crazy amount of money.
spend a lot of money on sports, bro. Even dude, they were doing a fundraiser for the cross country team, and it was either the cross country or the track team for Groport. $10,000, bro.
Hey, if you get
But guess
inventive,
what?
People
But
love their
guess what?
sports,
No,
bro.
that's not even the crazy part, because the person that was doing the fundraiser for them takes 50%. So guess what? They raised 20 bands.
oh my god,
Oh my
Hell, we
gosh.
saw
how
10.
much do you think we rounded up when we was putting mulch in people's yards?
Oh, dude.
Dude, it had to have been a lot, because
Dude,
we
a
were
lot.
low-key charging an arm and a leg
A
just because
lot.
we were installing it. I thank God I was on JV that year. I didn't have to go install that shit, but
Yeah.
Dude, you know how awkward it is going up and asking somebody if you want some mulch?
Hey, you want some mulch?
Hey, can you support the baseball team by letting us put mulch in your yard?
Yeah.
That was probably the weirdest shit we ever did. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That is weird. I haven't heard that one.
Bro, it was the first time we ever did it. And the last time we ever did
I actually
it.
forgot about
Really?
that.
Yeah,
I was like,
hell,
bro,
dude.
I was like, bro, the 1 year I'm on varsity, we're selling mulch.
Yeah, I know.
So y'all were just carrying around mulch?
I don't know. Ask
in the
him.
bags?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, like we would like go to the school, pick them up, like get orders, and then go drop them off at people's houses.
Dude, they
Oh, you
did
didn't
hard
put 'em- you didn't
labor.
No,
man.
we didn't like lay it out,
Oh,
but like
okay,
we would
okay.
just drop off the bags.
Oh,
like
you guys didn't lay the shit out?
No, we didn't lay the shit
Oh, I
out.
thought you guys laid the shit out.
That's
Like,
all
they were
right.
sitting over here doing
No,
hard
no, we
labor
did not
for
lay the
fucking
shit out.
$20 a bag.
But it was still, but it was still asked because we're like, bro, like
labor
we're-
laws, bro.
I was like, bro, I feel like
I was like,
I was like,
bro,
bro, like I know we're like having a fundraiser thing here, but I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm clocking in for work. Like we're out here like.
Dude, they went on like a Saturday too. Like we,
Yeah.
JV was
Like,
at
we were-
practice and they were dead
like he-
asses
like he
loading
was like-
shit up.
yeah.
They're like, anybody want to help? But I was like, nah, my mom's here. I gotta go.
Yeah. we were like, bruh. And then he gave us jobs. He was like, all right, you guys go with this group, and then you guys are gonna be ones that's gonna drop it off at the house. And then you had people that just stayed at the school and just chilled. I'm like, that's not fair. Y'all gonna chill at the school, wait for us to pick it
That
up.
was the seniors.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being good.
And I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like,
That was funny, bro.
like we gotta go and drive like 2 hours and drop off all his mulch and then come back and y'all just chilling the whole time, just waiting for us.
Yeah, but you act like you're not chilling in the car or driving.
All right,
bro.
I mean, yeah, like it was chill, but it's like, bro, we got all
right,
this
bro,
mulch.
we got to reel it back in. We're in mulch talk, and we were just talking
Yeah,
about
mulch-
college football
yeah,
playoff.
yeah.
All right, so we got to know. Anybody want to add anything on college football playoff? I feel
yeah,
like
I just don't think Jamie.
All right, all right. We've had 50 minutes. We get it. You don't think JMU and Tulane should be in,
But I don't think
All
y'all get it though. I don't think y'all
I
get
think
it.
we get it. I think really, never mind. All right, so we're gonna get in the NFL. We're gonna reel it back in. We had a divisional matchup and an important game. And when I said not important, this is the only important game that probably pretty much happened all week. We have Packers versus Bears. Okay, so pretty good game. Came down to the wire. Lost by a touchdown. Bears lost 21-28. I believe, right? I'm not wrong on that.
Yeah.
21-28.
Caleb won't see that pick.
Yeah.
Caleb,
Yeah, they pick at the end of the game.
a bad pick. There's DJ Moore was wide open, 5 feet in front
DJ
of him.
Moore was wide open.
But I want to ask, did this game tell you more about the Bears or the Packers? And us, being the Caleb Williams Bears fan that you are, I want to get your opinion first
Okay.
on how you felt about this game, what you seen, how you're feeling.
Okay, but like, why do you have to touch his hand though?
Because I want to touch his hand. He's right there.
All right, I'm defending you, bro. Like, why is he like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
All my boys can touch me.
Oh.
All right, let's get it. Anyway, so
Yo.
That's fair. I'll touch
that's
you.
exactly that's fair, bro.
oh, all right, bro. Go ahead.
Like I'm allowed to be
All right,
touched.
come on. You think it was more for the Bears? Or you
I
want more from
think
the Bears or
this
the Packers?
game showed me way more about the Bears than I initially thought about them. I thought that the Bears was on this long win streak. I think it was like a 7-game win streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was a long win streak. They played mediocre teams, and obviously they're winning, right? The last week they played the Eagles and they beat them. I respect that win. And then this
Yeah.
week they took a Packers team who I respect also. I think they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and they went down to the wire with them. So I think this game showed me that the Bears can actually contend and compete with anybody that's put in front of them. I think there's a chance like they could be a sleeper team in a playoff game, which like say they could upset a number 1 seed. It depends on how it finishes because the NFC's crazy. Like they were literally just the number 1 seed
Now they're
last week.
seventh.
Now they're the 7th. So
Literally.
Yeah, it's
depending
really
on where
tight
it
race.
finishes, you could see a Bears team look like this Commanders team last year. Like they have a great offense with Ben Johnson calling plays. That offense just looks great, and then their defense getting Jalen Johnson back, getting Gordon back. Like that defense is starting to pick it up. I think it needs to be a little better, but just like I'm saying,
Run defense got to be way better.
you can catch lightning in a bottle with this team. But to go to the Caleb Williams thing, I know he had a bad interception at the end of the game, but besides that, I think this was a really good game for him.
It was a good game.
It was. And I think they even noticed that because when they're like, Caleb Williams is locked in, I was like, oh, he really is. And if you don't know, I'm like Caleb Williams' #1 hater. But like, I don't actually hate on him. I actually think he has every intangible to be a great quarterback. He just hasn't been that way. So I've been on him downly. Like I've been like, yo, he needs to be better. He needs to be this.
You used to be
because
critiquing, bro.
to be fair, he was a Heisman winner. He got
Right.
drafted number
Yeah,
one
number one
overall.
overall.
That's what I expect from a number one
Yeah,
overall
yeah.
Heisman pick. I don't expect you to be this mid-ass quarterback. That's not what I expect you to do. I want you to be great, and if you're not great, then you're not. You weren't drafted. Like you shouldn't have been #1 draft pick.
And that's
how I
fair.
feel.
That's fair. He hasn't been elite. He hasn't been great. His accuracy has been a big issue. But like we say game managing, game changing. Like he's doing really good game managing stuff for the Bears.
Yeah.
The thing about him is his legs are super underrated.
Yeah.
His legs are a legit weapon for him.
Yeah.
And he extends a lot of plays. Like
Yeah.
you've seen a lot of times, like they were on 3rd downs, 4th downs, where he was rolling out for a pass play, but he just took it himself. And that's a lot. That's something a lot of QBs can't do. So he already has that over them. And he has gotten light and day better from what he got last year. Last year he was the most sacked quarterback in the league, and this year he's one of the least sacked.
Yeah.
So that alone is just, you're seeing improvement day by day from him, and that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see, okay, can you be not a bust? And he's definitely not a bust. So I'm happy with what I've seen this year. They're way ahead of schedule. They were just the number 1 seed last week, and they have a very good case to win the NFC North if they can win out, which is going to obviously harder than said. I still think the Packers win, but just to be even in this where nobody thought they would be, very impressive
I don't
from
remember
the
the last
Bears.
time Bears won 9 games.
So for
It's been a while.
me, it was going to be that it showed me a lot more of the Bears, right? Because I actually picked the Bears to upset the Packers and pickems last week, right?
Right.
But the way the game was turning out, right, they were getting smacked in the first half. So I was like, ooh.
14-3.
So I was like, ooh.
It might be bad
It's
out.
showing me a lot more of that. Them like, hey, maybe it was because they were playing like mid-tier teams, below average teams, right? But then they picked it up in the second half of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they actually took them to the wire, and it just showed they just got to get punched in the mouth, and they're gonna fight back, right? It's that Ben Johnson mentality because you see it in the locker room after you saw it in that locker room after every single win. His energy, how the players reacted to him, right? Now that interception, I don't really think it's all on Caleb. I just think that play call was bad. I think it was just. I think it was
Should have
just
ran the ball.
It was definitely just like it. They read that, bro, because like the moment that ball was snapped, everyone was covered. He threw that ball as a Hail Mary essentially because even that linebacker, I think it was a linebacker or it was a safety.
They intercepted it?
Yeah.
I think it was was it Valentine or Nixon? I forget who intercepted it.
No, it was Nixon.
Yeah, hold on, I got to read.
It was Nixon.
Nixon's a corner.
I'm
so.
pretty sure.
Corner.
I think
Okay.
it was
Nixon.
Well, dude, he was covering him
Yeah,
the
it was
entire
Nixon.
time, but legit, it was like first of all, that was the person he had to throw it to. Number one, number two, there was no one else coming in the flat or anything. Like his only option.
DJ
No,
Moore
I
was
only
wide
know
open.
this because I
Really?
watched
I watched the replay.
Shout
DJ
out-
Moore. Okay, to be fair, he would
Shout
have
out
had
Theo.
to bought some time a little bit to like
Yeah.
throw it like this.
Yeah.
But like if he would have bought just like even like a second more of time, DJ Moore was untouched
shout
right
out
here.
Theo Ash, because I saw it from his TikTok because he was talking about it. He was like, it was actually a busted coverage by Green Bay. He was like, Caleb Williams, if he would have saw that and noticed it, DJ Moore was wide open.
Dude, DJ Moore had a touchdown.
No, wow.
Like he was like he broke off like late, obviously, because he's trying to help block, like
Yeah.
block then sell. But like he broke off like completely open. And I'm
Yeah.
not sitting here gonna say that Caleb Williams threw a bad throw because I mean you've seen a bunch of rookies and
Yeah.
and underdeveloped QBs just like hold the ball, run the ball, and throw it out of bounds. And it's like, bub, it's 4th and 1. This is the whole game. You throw it. So I give Caleb Williams props for throwing the ball. to
Yeah,
try and
exactly.
At least give him a
Exactly.
chance.
But also in the moment, that's a hard play. That's a hard coverage to read. Like
Yeah.
basically he was
Ben
he-
Johnson put him in a bad spot.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
had to basically
yeah.
look at what Nixon was doing on that play. If he goes for DJ Moore, he throws it deep in the end zone. But he went and covered who was it that he threw it to?
I'm pretty sure it
Who was
was
that?
it was either Burden or
I think it might have been Burden. I think Burden was the one in
Was
the
it
end zone.
Burden?
yeah, because
I can't
Doomsday was
remember.
out.
But
Doomsday was
But
out.
basically, whoever Nixon went to go cover,
Yeah.
you throw it to the other guy, and he went and followed Burden, and he should have threw it to DJ Moore. If he goes to DJ Moore, you throw it to Burden. But in the moment, I get that's a tough play to make.
Yeah.
But
Listen, the only thing I was going to say is I don't think he set Caleb up for failure, and the whole reason I'm saying that is because, yeah, I think they probably should have ran the ball just because the whole reason that the Bears are this good this year is because they've developed their run game,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
their run game is fantastic.
their run game is really
so
good.
therefore, that opens up the passing game with Caleb Williams, and I think that's why he's been a lot better this year than
Yeah.
he was last year. So I think they should have ran the ball, but I'm also, even as an Ohio State fan, run the fucking ball
Run
if
the
you're
ball.
a good run team and you need 1 yard.
yeah,
Run the ball.
I'm with you.
That's it. No bullshit, no nothing. Line up, run the ball. If you don't get a yard, you shouldn't win the game anyways.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right?
It was
I
Cole
agree.
Kmet.
It's Cole
Okay,
Kmet.
Cole
Yeah.
Kmet.
I thought it was a tight end.
Yeah, okay. I didn't remember. I remember DJ Moore was wide open. I know that.
DJ Moore was wide open.
DJ
Facts.
Moore was wide open.
The thing about DJ Moore right here is, I mean, that's kind of a hard throw to
I
make.
said he's gonna have to buy a
Yeah,
little
like,
bit of
look,
time, but
he's
dude,
right there.
fucking-
He's
oh
wide
my
open.
god!
Like if he reads that right there, they score.
Yeah.
It's a touchdown.
He would have had to hold on the ball a little longer.
Just
Yeah.
a tad, but I mean, there's still. It's whatever. I'm not gonna sit there.
It's a bang bang play.
Yeah,
It's a bang bang play.
Plus,
But-
it's in like it was to tie it, right?
Yeah, that was the tie.
Dude, I mean that. Yeah, it's just.
It is what it is.
I don't.
But like,
I think I agree. Either QB sneak or maybe run that. I don't think rolling out. I mean, but then again, Caleb was making plays like that all day where he was making plays with his feet. So
I think defenses love when people play action past that shit because I think it's hard for a defense to stop 1 yard. I think it's probably like the hardest thing for a defense to stop is 1 yard, and we know this based off tush push, just 4th and 1s in general.
QB sneaks, all that. Yeah.
It's the hardest 1 yard to stop, and therefore when people realize that they roll out and try to do a lot more than just run the ball, defenses are like, oh shit, thank God that they didn't run this ball because I mean it seems like the Packers read that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
They played it.
I didn't see the blown coverage on
DJ Moore.
DJ.
It's hard to see.
I saw, dude, they had this. They knew exactly what you were doing from the moment you put the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
That's how I saw the play. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was like, I think I blamed it more on the play call than on Caleb. Because Caleb, like we all are kind of in agreement, he was like, fuck it, I got it. Hail Mary, bro. Like, this is our last chance. You know what I'm saying? So, but regardless, I think definitely, I mean, I'm going to spoil Pickems for whenever it does come up. I think the Bears are going to beat the Packers
next time
in Soldier. Yeah.
I still
they play again this week.
Yeah, dude. This is only the first. There was
Wait,
only the
no, I'm
first
saying
No,
They play.
They don't play
They
this
play in
week.
2 weeks.
No,
I think
that's
2
what I'm
weeks,
saying.
right?
When
Oh,
it
you're
happens,
spoiling it for 2.
You're not spoiling shit.
No, it's not,
You can talk about it right now.
I'll spoil it, but like whenever it does happen. But no, it's in 2 weeks. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so you think the Bears can beat the Packers the second time when they have a
Yeah,
home
I
game?
don't think that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
Yeah, I mean-
Especially not because look, even in Lambeau, dude, they took them to the fucking wire.
Yeah.
They almost tied it too. You know what I'm
Almost
saying?
tied it.
Yeah.
I think that.
Listen, I think the Packers at the end were playing to not lose. I think
Yeah.
they already knew that they had a lead, and they're just like, don't blow this shit, right?
Yeah.
Also, I do want to say what I learned about the Packers is Christian Watson is a fucking problem.
Yes.
He is a problem.
Christian Watson he's got the height.
Got a carbon monoxide.
Is that what that is?
It might be.
You being serious?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Hold up. All right, welcome back. My bad. Almost died. No, I'm just kidding.
Random beep. We might be.
Random ass beep. I don't know what that was.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Oh, we could be here.
You might see it. You might not. We don't know yet.
We don't know. But like I was saying, Christian Watson is a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
Yeah, dude.
Speed is crazy. His route running's insane. His hands are nice. I mean, this is what everybody expected him to be prior to his ACL tear, and him coming back and showing that is crazy.
I think he's
Dude,
now
even-
solidifying himself as a wide receiver one. This is
Even
what
as
we've
a
been
rookie,
waiting
bro.
for him to do.
We were all like, I even was high on him because he was Trey Lance's receiver. But no, but it's credit a lot to Watson though. Hold on.
No,
because
he actually were high on him.
I knew that.
I was high on
knew that
Watson
was
a lot,
coming.
and all y'all were like, "Well, here goes Burrito again, another bust, another
North Dakota State
another
receiver.
Dakota State player that you thought was gonna be good, but he's actually really good. It was just a lot. Well, we all know fucking injuries that kept derailing.
He's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, he just stays healthy, dude. He's legit, bro. He's tall, he's fast. Everything you just said, dude. I was like, bro.
Yeah, that's what they want Matthew Golden to be too, but
Yeah.
he hasn't been. So
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate.
to be fair, I mean,
Is Matthew Golden that tall?
No, but he's
No, but
supposed
he's-
to be a speed.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be a speed demon. But I also think that with the Matthew Golden thing, I think he's a rookie. I think you got to get I understand that everybody expect wide receivers to pop off first year ever since Jamar and like Puka ruined it for everybody. But but like, dude, some receivers do need time to develop, and I think that he probably needs a wide receiver one next to him in the NFL to be great.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were.
he's a
He wasn't
speedy
even
little slot
playing. I
corner.
don't even think he really played last week. He was
Dude,
on the
no,
bench.
he's hardly getting snaps,
Yeah.
bro. He's not getting any play. Believe me, because I have him fantasy, bro.
Bro, it's weird because two of the top receivers are on both of these teams, right? That got drafted. So Luther Burden and I think Luther
Burden's
getting,
finally
he's getting
started-
involved a
yeah.
lot more. But Matthew Golden, bro, like they just refuse to throw to him. I don't know if it's because he's not getting open or if he's just a decoy majority of the
No,
plays.
a lot. Well, at least the games that I've watched for the Packers, right? A lot of the plays that they have thrown him the ball, he just drops it, or there's just like
he just hasn't been good.
or just no separation at all.
Yeah.
It's realistically been on Golden. In
Problem
my
that's-
with them
and
I
that's
Texas
had a bet on
receivers,
Matthew
bro.
Golden once, and he sold me because he dropped the deep pass that he would have scored on.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly,
like,
bro.
Matthew Golden, come on.
Name me a good Texas wide receiver. Xavier Worthy, that's about it. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's on the Chiefs, so
He was the other option you could have picked.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, but you gotta think though, the Packers really aren't known for the receiver room. Like, it's not like they have some kind of good receiver room where there's a lot of people to get over. No, it's just. I mean, Christian Watson's really about it.
Well, yeah, because they never.
Okay.
Romeo
they
Dobbs-
never
To be
picked
fair,
him.
they have a lot of good
think they
receivers,
have-
just
yeah.
no great.
they're kind of like the Colts,
Matthew
bro. They have
Golden's a
good-
first round pick though. He should be better than Romeo Dobbs. He should be better
Yeah.
than Jalen Reed.
Yeah.
Christian
Yeah.
Watson.
I don't know
is
what's
good.
going on.
You
with
would
Matthew
think,
Golden,
yeah.
to be
He
honest
should,
with you. I
yeah.
have no idea.
As I was saying, Tucker Kraft was their best receiver
Yeah.
for like majority of
But
the year.
to be fair, even Matthew Golden, bro, they didn't play him for like the first 3 weeks.
They played him, but he just wasn't getting targets.
No,
Really.
he had fucking 10 snaps a game. Like they just dead ass were not playing him. It was Dontavian Wicks, Romeo Dobbs, and
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
They have Jaden Reed,
Jaden Reed.
but he got hurt.
Jaden Reed was supposed to be
that
the
was his
number
first
one,
game
and
back.
he's back.
Yeah.
But and then they had Christian Watson.
But I think they have a lot of what you said. They have a lot of good receivers. They don't have one elite receiver, but Christian Watson might be turning out to be that guy, hopefully. But
And Jordan Love's been playing like a top 10 receiver or top 10 quarterback this year too. Jordan Love's been really good. So I like this Packers team.
Yeah. I also did want to go back into Caleb Williams. He is growing into what can be a good quarterback. But 19 of 35, he's got to get that. He's got to get the accuracy under control.
Yeah.
Because going 19 and then missing 16
for how much he throws,
that's not going to equate to wins, and that's why he lost his game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
Still better than last year.
he's growing, and
for sure.
that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Caleb's growing.
Yeah.
So
I think that next game, that next matchup at Soldier at home, depending on how they play there, if they beat the Packers or they lose, but it's still a close game, then I think it's okay, we're seeing the Bears trend in the right direction, because we all know the Packers own the Bears. I mean, it's
For majority of this.
it's been like that for a long time. So now, with this new culture that the Bears have, they're okay, we don't want the Packers to own us anymore. So let's actually not always lose to them. But if they lose again to the Packers at home, and let's say it's a blowout or something, then it's kind of okay, it's the same shit all over again.
Bro,
it's a division game, so it should be close. But most
That's
of the
why
time
I said I
it's
think
not.
the Bears are going to be top in that division for a while now.
Yeah.
If they keep the same
they
iteration
can't
of this
just
team.
be the team
Yeah.
now that everyone picks
Yeah.
on. I want to see them actually now compete in their own division, because it's a very good division.
Yeah.
So
This Bears team should be a playoff team for here on
they
out
should
for a
be.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I had an overall great weekend, and I'm just saying this because it's kind of funny, and we'll get into it on why I think it's funny. But other team old quarterbacks, when they ran a division for forever, and they just always shit on those teams. So Ben Roethlisberger, he always shits on the Browns. Whenever he's doing schedule releases or something like that on the podcast, he'd be like, Browns next. He just
Browns
always
next.
does that shit.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, be smiling every weekend when they just see the
Yeah.
Packers beat the Bears again?
A Rod Bowe, he would always talk
owned
the
the
fuck out of
Bears,
Bears
yeah.
fans. He's oh, we played Bears, win,
Dude,
move
it was,
on.
it was Bears week, and he brought out discount double check just for another
Yeah,
team.
literally.
He was I'm just letting you still know I still got it.
To him, he's
Yeah.
we're at least gonna win at least 2 games every year, because we're gonna beat the Bears. We're
Yeah.
gonna sweep them. That's at least 2 wins right there every year.
I just I if I was on majority on the Packers, and they beat the Bears, I'd be yeah, it's a good week.
Yeah, that's a good week.
Great week. But you guys have anything else you want to say about the Bears Packers?
I'm really cold.
It's cold now because of that. That's probably why it was dude, I can't. I can't
I'm
anymore.
freezing.
Put
that
a
coat back
jacket,
on,
I'm
bro.
about to go get the big ass coat. Hold on, I'll be back.
Get at the big coat,
This dude.
Baby.
He's a little baby.
little baby.
All right, next team I want to talk about. Impressive win. I do want to talk about the Texans.
Yes.
The Texans been team that was looked at as mid at the beginning of the year.
They were 3-5.
3-5.
Haven't lost since.
They have not lost since, and they are now at what 7-5?
All right, back.
8-5.
They are 8-5.
8-5. Okay,
Yeah,
so 7-5, 8-5 now.
They're peaking.
8-5.
They're
and they're
peaking.
peaking at that division. Texans defense is one of the best defenses I've laid eyes on.
Yeah, they're a
It's the
problem.
best.
Ever.
It's the best
Ever.
in the NFL.
Not ever,
I
but
was about to say.
like
NFL
This
right
is
now.
really
like
good.
of
though.
watching defenses, this is a fucking good ass
Phenomenal
defense.
defense. Yeah, for sure.
Like that's you're just damn, okay, this is a pretty great ass defense.
That's all
but
D'Amico. Just letting y'all know. That's all.
That's not
Shout
all
out-
D'Amico.
nobody ever-
Derek
Shout out
Sting-
D'Amico.
Derek Stingley's about to be back-to-back All-Pro.
Derek Stingley.
That's all D'Amico
Nobody
right there.
ever questioned D'Amico Ryans on the defense. They questioned D'Amico Ryans on the offense.
Yes.
And also shout out Will Anderson for actually being that guy that he was supposed to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just he was probably like one of those players instead of it being a receiver, but an edge rusher that needed the development. But he's a dog.
He's a dog.
And as much as everybody wants to hate him because he's a dirty player, Azeez Al-Shaair is a problem,
He's a
bro.
problem.
Every time
Oh,
I
yeah. He's a
every time
smacker.
I get on that game, dude, he's somewhere doing something.
He's a
And they
problem.
got Daniil Hunter
And they
on the
got
other
Daniil
side of
Hunter.
Will Anderson.
You don't
yes.
gotta tell me about Aziz. Ah, damn it, bro. They got all my other players.
They got your boys.
Hey, Azeez is still a pussy. Don't get it twisted, but he's good at ball.
Oh yeah, no, he
He's
gets
good at
hurt
ball.
every other game, but that
No, not hurt. He tries to hurt people
Yeah, he's
every other
dirty.
game.
He's dirty. He killed Trevor last
He's
year.
dirty, bro.
really.
Yeah, he smacked the hell
What
out
do
of
you mean,
Trevor.
really?
Yeah, he's
He
bad.
He was
suspended
never
for
like that
2
with
games.
us.
Bro,
Bro,
No, he's a headhunter,
Where
bro.
have you been the last 2 years?
He's a headhunter, bro.
Bro, Aziz,
He's been hurt.
He gets suspended.
Because Javonte's perfect vibes.
Bro, I did see something funny about because they asked like again like Steelers whatever. They're asking Steelers players like who they hated the most, and like majority of people said it was either like Joe Flacco or Vontaze Perfect. And the first comment was like, but if the Steelers have Vontaze Perfect, he'd be their favorite player.
Yeah,
of all time.
yeah. Like
I was
Vontaze
like,
Perfect.
that is very-
If
that
he's
is
not
very
on your
true.
team, you hate him. But if he's on your team, you love him.
Right.
But yeah, so real back in Texans, I think they can make a real push. I think they're clicking at the right time. This is exactly what you want playoff teams to do. Defense is insane. Like I said, they've already touched that. Offense just needs to do enough to win the game.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, they held Kansas City and the Chiefs to what, 10 points?
Yeah.
I was like, they only put up 20. And
They didn't
it
even
was
score
like-
in the first half.
I was about to say, they didn't score in the first half. They held them to 10 points only. And on top of that, they only scored 20, and it looked like a blowout.
Yeah.
So if that tells you how good the defense is and how good this team can be, you only need the offense to put up 20 every game. And you'll probably still win.
That's a championship level
Dude,
defense.
Patrick looked frustrated. Like, dude, that was like one of the. I've seen a lot of Patrick games like with the Chiefs and stuff like that, but I've never seen. I don't think recent memory. I've never seen Patrick be so frustrated like he was.
And it
this
wasn't-
past
Dude,
game.
and Kelsey had a bad
I was
game,
about to say,
dude.
Kelsey fucking cost him an interception. That should have been
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
gain.
He
And it's
dropped like 2 straight passes in a row.
Yeah,
One
this
of
was
them,
by far Kelsey's
one of
worst
them was a
game.
pick.
Yeah.
And Rasheed Rice was struggling too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And their offensive line's beat up. He was on their third string left tackle.
No, bro, fifth string, bro.
Fifth string.
Fifth string.
Well,
Dude,
yeah.
they were even
Yeah,
saying, dude, the
damn near.
commentators were like,
Damn
they're,
near.
they're literally on their fifth string.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
it's
bad.
bad.
It was
Dude,
bad.
That's how the Chargers were too, bro.
Yeah.
The Chargers,
Yeah.
bro, they just kept dropping. I was sitting there talking to Meg. She's like, because she was talking about something, and I was like, dude, you don't understand. That's their 4th left tackle, and that's their 4th right tackle. I was like, they're picking dudes up off the street to come play.
Herbert might be in half, bro. By the time the playoffs are here,
like,
bro.
like if you're
seriously.
6'4", genuinely go put in like a job application because they're gonna need you here in about a week.
Yeah.
I'm being completely
Facts.
honest with you.
And the Texans' last 7 games, they beat the 49ers, they beat the Jaguars, they beat the Bills, they beat the Colts, and they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Those are all playoff
All
teams.
playoff
Yeah.
teams.
And they lost to 3 to the Broncos, the game where C.J. Stroud was hurt.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So this Texans team right now is really hot, and it's a team you do not want to play. They're
No.
making teams like the Bills struggle. They're making teams like the Chiefs and the Colts offenses, who are known to be great, they're making them struggle a lot. So if C.J. Stroud can just take care of the ball, I know it's very hard with that offensive line. You even seen it last week. I remember there was a play where I've never seen a quarterback get sacked that fast, where George Karlaftis got back there.
No, dude.
I'm a
it's
Bengals
insane.
fan. I was like, that's
He had
bad.
No
Dude, no,
timeout.
that
left.
whole
Even-
line
the play
just-
didn't even
I don't
develop,
even-
bro.
I don't even- yeah, no, dude. He literally barely. He's like, here, I'm gonna touch you just to say you had an effect, bro. He was there.
The play
bro.
didn't even develop, bro.
Dude, that shit was bad. But that's what I was gonna say. Thank you for hitting on that. I was gonna say, the defense, obviously number 1 in the league, probably one of the better ones we've seen in quite a while, right? They're hitting. They're really hot. Realistically, to win games and to be a really big threat in the playoffs and stuff like that, that offensive line just needs to give C.J. Stroud more than 5 seconds.
I will say it
And
was
they
a
will be
bad
fine.
week because I'm pretty sure because I'll see like O-line rankings. I'm pretty sure like the last 2 weeks or maybe the last 3 they've been at least top 15 in like line performances.
Well, yeah, because they played the Colts and the Bills. They both don't got pass rush, really.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
now that you're saying it, yeah, but
Yeah.
hey, that line's so bad. I mean, I
It's
wouldn't be
very bad.
surprised
No,
if
it's very bad.
Latu had fucking
Yeah.
5 sacks. But I mean, they were trending in the right direction. But again, like I said, it is the Texans defense.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and realistically, dude, the games that they have coming up is not that hard, bro.
Yeah,
they
they have
got
an easy
Cardinals, they
schedule.
got
No,
Raiders.
they're making the playoffs.
They got the Cardinals and Raiders. And I know. But realistically, after that, their only tough game is really the Chargers, based on what we just saw yesterday, kinda, which was also a
Herbert-
we can
But
touch
I
on
don't
that.
know. Herbert,
fest, I'll
Herbert
say,
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. Herbert might die that game, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm serious. Like
I-
that
dude, he's out there
Texans
with the
Texans
fucking-
D line bug after.
Dude, he
they might
literally
have 10
stiffed armed
sacks.
someone with a broken hand. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
They might have 10 sacks.
That might be
game
like a
against
nasty
Herbert.
defensive game because the Chargers' defense is playing good too.
Yeah.
It
so,
was good
Yeah,
last night.
Eagles might just be bad.
that could be another. That could be
their
it, too.
offense.
Eagles
Not
just might be
good. The
bad.
offense is not
I might be
good.
right about another one.
And that was
What
Saquon's
was you
first
right
like
about?
real game.
About the Eagles, about not really being worried about them. And before the season, I was like, they're not a top contender. They were in the playoffs, but that was like, that's just to be respectful because of what names they have. But I don't see it.
What
clicking.
teams are you taking over them?
Right now, over the Eagles?
in the NFC?
You were just guessed right because, like, I'm gonna be honest, you were wrong at the beginning of the season. There's no way you should keep the Super Bowl winners the same exact team out of the playoffs. This is just you got some weird shit going on. I don't know what you did.
No, I didn't take them
but
out
you
the
did it with
playoffs.
the
I
Lions.
kept them in the playoffs. I kept
know,
them in the
you said
wild card.
I know, but
I
it's
didn't keep them
right.
as contenders.
Weird.
Dude, top contender, bro. You do realize being a top contender year in, year out after winning the Super Bowl is insane. That's why we hold Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes on a higher pedestal.
But
because of what
That
they
team's
do.
crazy though. That team on paper is one of the craziest teams ever.
But also if your quarterback ain't legit, they ain't gonna have it.
I'm not gonna let you say you were right about this one because the teams you replaced with were the Commanders and the Vikings. So
No, yeah.
Vikings is
I
crazy.
can't say anything
Vikings
about
is
it.
crazy.
I can't say anything about it.
At that time and
To be
even
fair,
still now.
Vikings again. That wasn't that crazy because the Vikings were good as shit last year.
Yeah, they
So,
won
like,
14
I
The
get
team
you.
is good, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it was
If
the whole
quarterback
JJ thing.
ain't it,
They don't have
bro,
a QB.
It don't matter. But you said the teams I'm taking over.
Yeah, the Eagles.
NFC. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Packers. I'm taking the Seahawks. Taking the Bears, the Lions.
He about to name everyone. He about to name every team.
I'm
in
not
the
taking. I'm not taking the 49ers over them. And Tampa.
No,
I
hell
can't,
no.
I can't take them over them.
Tampa's trending in the wrong
I
direction.
cannot take them over the Eagles. But I do think it's a dogfight. But I don't think they beat the
So
Eagles.
you
Tampa's
think
tending in
the
the wrong
Eagles are a
direction.
first round exit?
Yes. That offense ain't it, bro. That offense is not it.
First round exit though.
Yes.
It depends
Depends
on
on
who
who.
they get matched up with.
That's what I was gonna
Well,
say.
I
Depends
mean,
on
no,
who they
because he
match
said
up.
every playoff team. Then
Basically every playoff team. But yeah, depending on. But if they get Tampa, they chilling. If they get the Niners, they're the Niners chilling.
So you think
Their
that?
record's so good that they'll probably end up facing one of those teams.
I don't think they lose the Lions. I think the Lions are also
Well,
struggling.
Lions
too.
aren't even in the playoffs right now.
But you said no. But you
I
said
think they'll
them,
make
though.
the
But yeah,
playoffs.
but
They'll
if
be
they do
fine,
get
I
in the line, and the Lions get in the playoffs, I'm taking the Lions. Or yeah.
No, Jared Goff's not going to be able to get up in that defense.
Oh shit.
That defense is still
Buddy,
elite. Don't
you
get that
need
wrong.
Jared Goff when you got Jameer Gibbs.
The
You
defense is
do
elite.
realize Hurts had 4 interceptions, 0 touchdowns.
It was a
He
bad
would've had
game.
a better
He ain't doing that
QBR.
again.
It was a bad
He ain't
game.
doing
If
that
you would
again.
have
Spike the ball into the
Yeah,
ground.
come
No,
on,
that was
bro.
a really
You
bad
gotta
game.
stop doing this.
That
shit,
was a really
okay?
bad game.
That little stat is terrible.
That is a dumbass stat.
No, that's a smart ass stat because that just shows how bad you were in that game.
That is
That's
not
a dumbass
true.
stat,
If someone
though.
did, I'm not gonna lie. If someone spiked the ball every play, they're not getting a 30 QBR.
Yeah, facts.
We're
That's-
getting,
bro, it's
we're getting a
stupid.
negative 20.
But I mean, very rarely is Jalen Hurts though going to throw.
I don't even
It was a bad
50
game.
because
But
50 is average for a QBR, so I don't know why 30 is like the bottom. That don't make any sense.
I don't know.
Shit, I've seen a 16.
That's that's bad.
That was probably what. Actually, let's look up Jalen Hurts QBR from last night.
It was like a 30 something. It was like
Fun little
32.
game.
something, bro.
I know. I just want
Bro,
to.
what was JJ McCarthy's QBRB?
Hey, he had a good game last week.
He did.
So
3 touchdowns.
we'll see
But
what happens.
before
Dude,
that
they,
game,
they put
what is his
31 on
QBRB?
them, bro. They shut them out.
Yeah,
We'll
31
see what
nothing.
happens.
31, bro.
We
Yeah.
got to give 9 some time. Bars.
9 some time.
Give 9 some
he's
time.
not good.
No.
Yeah, he had a 39 QBR. Dude,
Yeah.
last week he had a 26.7 QBR.
Jalen Hurts.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's been rough for him.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah.
Because he had.
Bad season for bro.
I would have rather had the
Bad
game
season
he had
for their
last
offense.
weekend than this weekend.
Well,
And see, Saquon actually finally had like a Saquon game. He had over 100 yards rushing. AJ Brown had 100 yards.
that's what I'm saying.
Which is on the
Wait,
bright side. That's
wait.
good. But when you throw 4 picks, you're
I'm
not gonna
sorry.
win.
I'm sorry. That 39. No, he had a 27.3.
last night.
Yeah. And then the week before that was an 18.3.
But see, that's the thing though. Like Eagles, that was
Dude, and then that 26.7 and 39, that was 2 weeks prior to that game.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, like, the Eagles, yeah, like, I haven't been high on their offense this year, but the thing is, bro, Jalen Hurts played a horrible game, and they still had a chance to win that game. I mean,
Right.
if Jalen Hurts don't throw that interception
Well, that's
on
also
that last
because
drive, they
Herbert
win.
over here is like fucking on one leg and one
I know.
arm, and it's throwing picks too.
I know.
But that's what that Eagles defense does,
But
though.
that's
the
the
Eagles
thing, though.
defense
Yeah,
is
the
like
Eagles,
that.
the Eagles defense, you can trust that defense to win you a couple games because, like,
They're
what we
elite.
talk about with the Texans, they're an
Yeah,
elite
but they didn't
defense.
win you the game last
Like,
night,
they
so move on.
yeah, they should have won that game, but
They should have won the game
But
last
Jalen
night.
Hurts,
Yeah, but they didn't win the game.
you
so
don't throw
let's
that
move on.
interception.
They got the stop in overtime
But
to
they
make them
didn't
just
win
go
the
for
game,
a
so
field
let's
They
goal.
move
got
on.
the stop,
I'm talking about
yep.
the stupid ass Eagles game.
Listen.
Sorry, I'm just playing.
Calm down. Calm down. Just wanted to ask, all right? Because we're sitting here, we're talking about the Chargers. Chargers won the game, whatever. Justin Herbert's broken down, and that's the only reason
Yeah,
that
bro's
team's
in
even
half.
doing good,
Yeah.
right? And their defense. By chance, did anybody else see that pass that he had to Trey Harris when he was rolling out to the left and he threw it across his body perfectly to Trey Harris running this way on the opposite side of the field?
Mm-mm.
It's probably one of the best passes I've seen all season. Dude, it was like
Herbert
40
be doing
yards
that
down the
shit.
field.
Herbert
Trey
does
Harris
that.
is coming this way. Dude, he's rolling out this way with defenders barreling down him, right? And, dude, he throws it like this, and it literally like lands like perfectly in his chest, and he caught it. And I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's one of the best passes I've seen this season.
Herbert
Like,
does that, but
Herbert
then
be
he has them
slinging it.
horrible
I know.
fumbles and the horrible interceptions. It's just Herbert got to put a full 4 quarters together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always
That's-
been his problem,
that's been his-
unfortunately.
That's the thing.
He's got every talent. He's just got to execute on the talent.
He just got to get it done in the playoffs, bro.
Do you think he wins a playoff game this year?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so, dude. This is probably. I mean,
If his
O
line, if his O-line was better, yeah.
I don't know if this is the worst team he's gone into the
No,
playoffs
it's not
with,
the worst.
but it's also like that offensive line.
If
is,
he had a healthy
Realistically, the
O-line,
only,
I think he
yeah,
would
the only
win a playoff
weakness
game.
is the offense. Like they're just like kind of like the Texans. Like
Yeah.
well, weakness is the O line. Like
Yeah.
everything else is pretty solid around them right now.
yeah.
Dude, they got linemen on like call, bro.
Yeah.
No, literally.
They got linemen on call, dude. That shit is so sad.
They're
I
picking
was like,
people
at
off on
what
the
point
street.
do you actually like genuinely like put your right guard at right tackle, like because he's better than any right tackle that you can call,
I mean,
and like their ass at right tackle.
They're
Like,
about
that's
to-
why
they're
they're
about
right
to.
guards and left guards.
I don't
Like,
think any of them are good though.
I mean, the right guard's Mekhi Becton.
He's
Right?
been bad this year.
I know he's been terrible, but I think it's kind of hard when you don't have a right tackle to help you.
That's fair.
We would literally be like, "Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Makai." Every other week.
But
I'm Mekhi. I won a Super Bowl last year, and this is what we're in right
There's
now.
a picture on Twitter that I saw, and there was like the caption was like, "Bruh," and literally
like you had a pass rusher coming straight to Herbo. So like there was a huge gap. The lineman literally was blocking like a ghost, looking the other way, and they was like, "Bruh, seriously?" Like he has no prayer, bro.
Bro, that's
Pass rusher running straight at you. The lineman's like
That's what.
Yeah.
complete opposite direction, like bro's controller
and that's-
died.
Dude, if the Chargers were healthy, this roster would be insane. Like
Yeah,
that offensive line
yeah,
would have been
dude.
one of the best in the league.
Well, dude, beginning of the season, bro, they were killing it because
Yeah.
back in like the first three
Joe Alt was
the
healthy.
first 3 weeks they were chilling.
We
They
were
were
saying
fine.
the Chargers are legit contenders.
Yes, bro. But then obviously me and Aus were like, well, I don't know because their offensive line is getting hurt.
yeah,
I don't know, dude.
like they were supposed to have Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, who
Yeah.
were like
I
the
mean,
best in the
yeah,
league,
after
and then
Joe Alt
Becton
went
came
down,
in.
then
He was
it's
supposed to be
like,
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have been able to run the ball crazy with Hampton. Yeah,
Yeah.
this team was supposed to be tough, but
they aight.
they all right. They are all right. They're
They
all
all
right.
right.
They're all right.
They all right. They might win a game. They might
They
not. But I mean, unless you got, if you guys want to touch on anything else, we can. But other than that, we got to get into pick'ems.
Oh shit!
I'm
Let me
good.
get ready. Let me get
You
ready.
good? That's all you got to talk about. Hey, just want to say it for all Steelers fans still on the Ravens. Fuck them.
Oh no, it's a weird. I don't know. It's a,
Ravens are bad.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a weird year, bro. It's a really weird year, especially if the Chiefs really don't make the playoffs. Like I'm dead serious. I don't know who's gonna make it out the AFC.
Ravens so bad that they let a 42-year-old run for a touchdown on them.
Yeah, Ravens are so bad,
They hit
bro.
the discount and doubled.
But like legit, like
Dude, Aaron Rodgers played fantastic. I don't know if any of you guys caught that game, but
I watched a
fuck,
little
it
bit.
was
I was
fun
watching snippets.
Fuck. Who was it that asked if Aaron Rodgers had aura? Was that you that asked that last week?
What?
I think you might have asked you, like, does Aaron Rodgers have aura? And I was like, yeah,
Oh,
duh.
yeah,
I was like, I'll watch him suit up and like have fun watching him if he throws.
I was like,
fucking two
you
interceptions
still think?
150
I was like, you
yards.
still think Rogers got aura on the Steelers?
Week after, that's one of his best games that he's had all season. Dude.
No,
That
like
shit was
legit.
fun.
Like if the Chiefs don't make the playoffs, which looks like they're not, what team legit could you say confidently is gonna make it to the Super Bowl in the AFC?
Bills.
No
Like it's
idea.
up in
It
the air.
better-
It's up in the
it
air.
better be the Bills.
It should be the Bills.
It better
should
be the
their
Bills.
year.
But also
I'm not
that
even confident in the
defense,
Bills.
That defense is bad.
I'm not confident
it's
in
in
the
a real
Bills either.
situation where the Patriots actually make the Super Bowl, and I can't stand it. You all ain't play nobody.
It's like, dude, the Patriots, Broncos, like, not. I mean, nothing against them. They're having great years, but it's just like it's hard for me to see like a Broncos or a Patriots or a Jags in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
representing the AFC.
Yeah.
Just because it's always been Chiefs, Bills,
All right,
Ravens.
pick 'em.
Like, it's crazy.
Does everybody have the record? Sorry, I had to cut it off.
No, you're good.
That's just funny as hell.
What?
Whoa.
You just cut him
I was
off
done.
like
Dude,
hard.
He was done.
I was done.
I know my man's. He was
that
done.
dude,
done.
that dude had another 5 words in him, bro.
I was done.
But go ahead. What's the records, bro?
I didn't even add up my record.
Shut up.
Shut your face.
I actually have
shut
mine.
up.
Actually have mine. Actually have mine.
I
Actually
went
have mine.
7 and 7.
I'm 125 and 69.
125 and 69. Do you have your total record?
Hold on, I'm about
Let him at it. What are you at?
123-71.
I
I'm 122 and 72.
19, 20.
I could be ahead of you because I was one game behind
Damn,
you.
I'm only
Or
one
we
game
could be
ahead.
tied.
You
We
did-
could be
Nah, this
tied.
week was really
I
bad.
went 8 and 6 this week.
I went really bad this week.
So I'm 125 and 69.
Okay, we're the same record.
I'm 122.
I went 7 and 7.
Come on.
Yeah, that
Come
makes sense. I
on.
went 8 and 6, and
Okay.
I'm a game behind you.
Okay, bet.
All right.
But see, remember those first like 4 games, me and you picked opposite, and I only
Y'all
won.
went oppo.
I only won 2 of those games.
I only won 2 of those games.
Damn.
No, I won one. I won one of those first 4 games.
That's tough.
Yeah, so
Oh, but I picked Jags. You picked.
well, no, I picked Colts. Yeah.
Did
I
anybody pick the
Colts.
Lions last week?
Oh my God, we didn't even talk
I
about
did.
Daniel
I
Jones
picked-
breaking his leg.
No, I picked the
Daniel
Lions.
Jones broke his leg,
Yeah, no.
everybody. No, actually, he didn't break his leg. He tore his Achilles.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Sadly.
Yeah, they're done.
Sadly.
Or
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
the Colts
The
season
Colts,
over.
the Colts are done, bro.
Sorry.
Unfortunately.
Can't predict shit like that. Sorry.
No, can't. Don't get on me. I didn't know he's going down.
Yeah, they're.
Dude, people are crazy. They were all coming back to that video. Like, what are the Colts about to do now? Like,
Yes, bro. Like,
Bro,
come
you can't,
on.
You can't predict Daniel Jones tearing his Achilles, bro.
If
Sorry.
anybody predicts a quarterback to break his leg, obviously that team sucks now.
Yeah.
he said, "Oh, I think Mahomes is just gonna go down for the season."
I picked the Lions though to answer your question.
Good shit.
I picked the Lions, Dolphins, and then I went.
You ain't
like
picked the
over
You ain't
after
picked the
that.
Jags though.
No, I ain't picked the Jags.
Dummy. You
They've
should
been,
pick the
they've been
Jags.
biting your ass all year.
My bad. Didn't know Daniel Jones.
They've
was
been
gonna-
biting your ass all year.
Did-
That
know-
little Asian butt. They've been biting it.
Didn't know.
Just
Didn't
still
know
waiting on
Daniel
pick- on
Jones.
Pickham's
Didn't know
guy
his
to say the
Achilles was gonna
Pickham's.
blow up.
I'm just waiting for y'all to stop.
Tell us to
We
stop.
already know this
What's
shit.
your record,
All right.
bro?
He's in last.
What's
No,
your
I'm
record?
not.
No, I'm in
I'm
last.
second
Dead
to
ass.
last.
I like
I'm
it, though.
123.71.
I like it, though. I'm only 3 games behind. That's where I'd want to be.
Okay, yeah. So I'm still.
I'd like to be like 2 games behind.
Boys, we
going
only have
last
4
week.
weeks left.
Oh,
Caught me, bro. You
damn.
caught me. Good shit.
All right.
I tell
What do you?
Y'all ready?
I'm at 122.
Are y'all ready?
72.
Are you ready?
All right. Thursday night football, prime time, Amazon Prime Video. You got the Atlanta Falcons in Tampa Bay against the Bucks.
Ew.
Nah. Bucks.
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 All right. Next game we got first 1 o'clock game of the day on Sunday, December 14th. Big game, huge game. Good one. Playoff teams. You got the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, and that shitty defense going up against New England, the Patriots, Drake May
Oh, shit.
in Gillette Stadium.
Ooh.
Who you got?
No, I got Bills this time.
I got the Patriots.
I'm right there with you. I got the Pats.
Revenge.
I got the Bills.
Big bro.
All right, next game we got. Very mid game. You don't really got to turn it on. You just keep the scoreboard right there on your peripheral vision. You can keep updated like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar going against Joe Shiesty and the Bengals
Cool.
in Cincinnati.
Bengals.
I got the Burrows.
I got Bengals.
I got the Burrows. What does that even mean?
Cincinnati
The
Burrows.
Bengals.
Okay, that's fine. I got the Ravens.
Goof.
Wow.
Goofball. He's still going to be in last. All
Look,
right.
you got Ravens.
We're better than you guys.
We killed them by more than you killed them.
I don't care. We had a good
Next
game.
game we got
That's a get right game.
on the
Good luck.
slate
God.
is another mid game. It is the Jets against the Jags in Jacksonville
Oh,
in
nah.
Florida.
That's easy, Jags.
Come on. Keep racking up them wins, Jags. They're about to be
I
a
got the Jags
double-digit
as
win
well.
season because of Trevor
Well, the
Lawrence.
Jets beat them, bro.
They're not.
This is a huge game. Playoff berth on the line. You got the Chargers. Sorry, I still had Jaguars in my head. I'm sorry. They're a really good team, bro.
Come on.
You got the Chargers
I'm glad you respect them.
against the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Oh, my God, man. Can the Chiefs even make the playoffs?
Yes.
No, they got one out.
They're not eliminated.
They legit have to win out. Like if they lose this week,
Chiefs.
they're out.
Chiefs, bro.
Give me the Chargers.
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
All right. Next game we have on the slate is the Cardinals against the Texans in Houston. Another easy win for the Texans. Who y'all got?
Texans, bro.
Texans.
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 All right, next game we got on the
I'm from
slate.
Texas.
Big
From
body.
Texas.
Could have been really good, but one team's really mid. The other team is on a tear, and they're out for revenge. You got the Cleveland Browns against the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field in Windy City. Who you got?
Bears.
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 Say the other team again.
Browns.
Trap game? Bears.
Oh, no. Browns
I
also
don't think so,
Titans.
bro.
Is it perfect timing?
Oh,
I
no.
don't
Browns
think so.
also
I don't know.
Titans.
Hey, fuck! Why are we talking about Shador?
We shouldn't talk about shit.
Why are we talking about Shador?
Buddy.
I mean, there's nothing to talk about. He lost to the Titans. Come on.
Next game we got. Bro, that wasn't his fault, but next game.
He had a good game, though.
I know he had a good game, but
That was not his
oh,
fault.
it actually wasn't his fault. He wasn't on the field.
Yeah, buddy, that was not his
Hey, he
fault.
did throw a pick.
He had a bad pick too. Go ahead.
All right, that was bad, but all right, but
He had a good
all right,
first
next
half.
game we
He had
got
a
on the
great first
slate
half.
is the Commanders against the Giants in the Big Apple
Ew.
in New York
Ew.
in MetLife. Are the Giants gonna have some life, or are they gonna be dead? You got
Damn. I mean, Giants, I guess.
Commanders.
Giants.
Let me take Jackson Dart.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next
Giants.
Commanders
Next
are
game
Commanders
we
level bad.
have
They didn't even
on
score against the Vikings, bro. They're not serious.
slots is The Raiders against the Eagles.
Eagles, move on.
In Philly.
Move on. Eagles.
Is it real?
Raiders suck, dude.
Real what?
Eagles suck.
Eagles suck.
If they
Eagles
suck, what
suck.
are the Raiders?
Brock Bowers might go for 300.
No,
just
that's
kidding.
not happening.
Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I want the Eagles
That wasn't even good. Eagles.
Cooper DeJean was locking up Matt McConkey.
Because if I would have finished out with the Raiders, we'd be like, nope, you said it. You got to take it. You got to take it.
I would have locked you in. Nope. You would have tried to
Raiders
run. I was
don't
like,
lock
come
up.
back.
You're taking
The
it.
Raiders. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he said it.
No, he said it. You got to give it a lock.
You
Buddy,
said it.
Go
You
back.
said
I
it.
already said Eagles before the
Why
Raiders.
you laugh like that?
You said it.
All right, next
laugh
game we got
goofy.
on the slot. Could have been really good. Could have been a phenomenal game. Game of the week, 425, first 4 o'clock game. But someone had to tear his Achilles. So it is the
Wow.
Colts against the Seahawks in Seattle.
Ooh.
Seattle. Burn.
Give me the Seahawks.
Right, Leonard breakout game.
The fuck was
Sorry.
that?
It was a Seahawk.
That was not a Seahawk. You just said
it do?
Burr.
Huh?
It was more of a Joe Burrow call than anything.
What's wrong with you?
It didn't sound like a Seahawk, bro.
Keep that same energy.
I like some shit like that. Not
That's
a
a,
Burr.
that's a hawk.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, he was like Burr.
Play it back. Pause the pod. We'll go list.
I thought he was saying Joe Burr.
All right, bro.
I'm
Next
drunk.
game, bro.
Who you got?
Bro, you
said
think
the
he
Seahawks.
got the Colts,
Oh.
bro?
You think I'm picking the
The
Colts?
next game we got on the slate is actually a pretty good game. It is a 425 game. It is the Green Bay Packers going to Denver against the Broncos.
That's a good game. That's a good game. That's a good game. Chill.
Who you got?
Good game, bro.
You just don't know what team you're about to get. With
No,
each one
that's
of
what
these
Legit,
teams.
legit.
Like,
you don't know.
which team is about to show
This
up.
is a Super Bowl potential matchup.
This is your Super Bowl matchup.
This is my Super Bowl matchup.
So who do you
I
got?
got Bills Packers. That's stupid if you think otherwise.
I got. Ooh, that's tough. Packers.
He goes first.
I don't go first. You go first.
No, he goes first.
I said
You
Packers.
just said Packers.
Oh, I thought you were saying it like thinking like Packers. No, I got Broncos. The fuck?
Just pick, bro.
I got the Broncos as well.
Say
The
it.
fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Packers.
All right.
pick.
Next game is
Y'all don't got
on.
good
Next
chemistry.
game on the slate
not
is a
happening.
game
The
you
fuck?
guys don't need to tune in. Because I will be doing all the tuning in for y'all. And I will be blowing up your phone, complaining and crying because it's the Tennessee Titans against the 49ers in San Francisco.
Cam Man wartime.
Boo.
Cam wartime.
Boo. Worst game of the week.
Niners
Boo.
sleeper team in the NFC, bro. I'm going Niners.
Boo. I'm snoozing. Worst game of the week.
Niners, whatever. They don't
Snoozing.
lose, bro. Niners don't
Boo.
lose.
Niners-
Their coach is great.
Niners
Their
don't
quarterback
lose.
play is phenomenal.
Niners don't lose.
Cupcake schedule. Come on.
Niners do
Doesn't
not
matter who
lose,
your
bro.
quarterback is. Niners don't
Quit
lose.
betting against the Niners. They don't
Come
lose.
on,
The
you
Niners
stink.
don't lose, bro.
All right, next game we got on the slate is the Panthers against the Saints in New Orleans. And Caesars.
New Orleans.
Hey, division game. Saints beat. Hey, Saints beat. They beat trap gaming, bro.
Hey.
This is a trap game. Panthers
Hey.
and Saints are both trap teams, bro.
Come on, Devin Neal, bro.
Hey, is Tyler Shuck not bad?
They have Devin Neal, bro.
Hey, is Tyler Shuck not
I
bad?
ain't gonna lie, I have not watched a
I
single
don't know. Didn't he play? He
Saints
played
game.
last week. Did he get hurt or something?
He didn't look bad
He
last
threw
game.
an INT, but he ran one in.
Yeah, that was a tough run too. He smacked the fuck out of somebody.
Panthers.
Panthers.
Panthers as well.
But he said, I don't watch Tyler Shuck.
Buddy, I don't watch Tyler Shuck.
I got the Panthers.
All right, next game
better
we
watch
got
Tyler
on
Shuck.
the slate is the last 4 o'clock game of the day. It is the Detroit Lions
Oh, God.
against probably the best team in the land, unfortunately. It is the Los Angeles Rams in L.A.
Yo, hold on. Fire game. Ooh.
What's the game?
Lions, Rams.
Yeah, easy Rams.
Lions.
I got
You're an
Rams.
yes, he picked the Lions.
You
you
picked
got-
the Lions?
Got Rams.
Yes, yeah, he picked
I
the
got the
Lions.
Rams.
Everybody go Rams. Money
Okay,
line.
cool.
You're an idiot.
Everybody go.
Cool.
Everybody
Cool.
go
Move
Rams.
on.
I'm
Cool.
not gonna
Move
lie.
on. Cool.
I thought.
Don't
I
care.
That
thought-
was your worst pick of the week.
Listen, I think we played the Lions the next week. I thought it was Lions Steelers this week. Like in my head, that's what I thought it was. And I was like, any Jameer Gibbs like rushing anything, do over. Our rushing defense terrible, but my bad. That's
Watch
next
Lions
week.
gonna
Jameer
win. I'm
Gibbs.
gonna hear crickets. Lions gonna win. You're
No,
gonna be
that
like,
was
damn.
your.
You're
That
not
was
gonna say
easy.
no.
Like, you literally just gave everybody a game. That was a charity game for you.
Sunday
That was a
night.
charity game. I don't know why you did that.
Prime time.
Like,
Lions
they have no
good.
chance to beat the Rams.
No chance. It's crazy. Rams lost to the Panthers. Shut
I'm
up.
on Caesar's energy. No chance.
Caesar, shut up. We're talking. Go ahead.
Rams lost to the Panthers. Shut up. Come on.
Go ahead.
Sunday night. Prime time. The best game all week. You're literally going to stop playing 2K. You're going to stop eating dinner. You're going to stop doing whatever you're doing to watch this game because it's going to be electrifying. It is the Minnesota Vikings against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas.
Yeah, that's so electrifying.
Bro, you did that for that game?
So
Out of all the
electrifying.
games?
So electrifying.
Out of all the games you did that one?
Cowboys.
You trying to tell me my games on a Monday night?
Packers.
Oh, God.
What?
Packers.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the boys.
So wait, that's Sunday Night Football?
Yeah.
Bet we gonna get to watch JJ McCarthy. See how he acts.
All right. That's it.
You
That's,
saying
that,
it's got to be prime time for you to tune in on?
I'm
on
just
a JJ
saying,
McCarthy
like,
game?
it's gonna be like I can lock in on that game. There ain't
you
other
got-
shit going on.
Don't you got a Sunday ticket?
Yeah.
You can watch 9.
Yeah, but there's like always better games on than that. I've already watched none.
Buddy, I wouldn't watch 9 either. You're
I've already
good.
watched
I'm done
none.
watching the Vikings, bro.
all right, that wraps up our pick'ems. That's it.
No, it's not. Say the Monday night game.
Say the Monday night game.
All right, Monday Night Football. You can do whatever you want because it's going to be a mid game. This is mid against the mid. This is the mud against the mud.
Chill.
This is quite literally dishwasher water against
Water?
dishwater
No, chill.
water. All right, this is the Dolphins against the Steelers.
Bro, Dolphins been
and
on a
Pittsburgh.
heater, bro.
Why does he do this shit?
Dolphins been
That
on
was a
a
good.
heater.
That was a good hype up for the game.
Yeah.
He just compared us to dishwater.
Yeah, that's valid.
Why?
You guys are
That's
dishwater.
not valid.
Dishwater, water.
dog-
That's what he said.
Bro, we're not terrible. I don't know why you got like we're not great, but we're not
So you're
terrible.
dishwater.
No, bro.
Like,
at
you
least
need
like
dishwater.
the paper towel that cleans up the water on the sink, maybe.
Like, out of all the NFL teams, y'all are dishwater, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You're a dishwasher. It's a hard watch. It's a hard
what
watch.
the fuck
It's
are
a
you guys?
dishwater.
We're ass.
Okay,
but
so
we
what
know
you
that.
guys, toilet paper?
Yeah, we know that.
With a floor that people be mopping. Come on.
Yeah, we're the mess you clean up.
Yeah.
but
we got Burrow, so it's fine.
Yeah, but we're pretty to look at.
So Burrow's the mop.
We can go back to literally last week
What?
or 2 weeks ago. I think it might have been when Austin was like, "You guys are like not bad.
No,
You
you're
guys
not
are
bad.
A good team.
You're not bad.
We're not dishwater then.
That's not ass.
Dishwater's ass. What are you
not
talking about?
dishwater then.
Dishwater tastes terrible. It's dirty. What are you? There's no upside
Yeah,
to
that's
dishwater.
quite literally your team. Who you got?
Damn, chill,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, you guys are gonna win in the
I
north.
would have rather been an old sock that you find in the dryer. Or some
No,
shit.
because that got all over it.
that
You know
makes
what I'm
sense
saying?
though, because you're like actually kind of happy. You're like, oh shit,
I'm
this
going
is actually kinda cool,
Steelers.
but it's like an old. Thanks.
No, because like the sock has the potential of being clean. Y'all don't.
Just say who you got, bro. I'm
Nah,
already
that's not
done.
got coming in. All right.
It's Aaron Rodgers come. Go ahead.
Hey, flip that on eBay. That's selling.
Hey, what you got, bro?
Bro,
He just
I
said the
literally
Steelers.
said it,
Bro, we all got the Steelers. Nobody's
I have
picking
the
Dolphins, bro.
Steelers.
Are the Dolphins still not eliminated yet, bro?
No.
Bro,
Because they're
they have
5
a
and
better
7.
record than us.
They're 6 and 7.
Actually,
7 now. My bad.
Dolphins have a better record than us.
A-Chain's going to have a good game? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, A-Chain's good.
A-Chain's hurt.
No.
Yeah,
What do you mean no?
Give me the. Give
What
me
do
the,
you mean no? Go look at it.
Bro, chill.
me
My
the
bad.
Steelers.
My bad.
I'll take the Steelers.
A-Chain been going nuts, though.
He did
Everybody's
have-
picking the Steelers.
He did have
bro.
92
I got
yards
the
left.
Every time we do this shit, we lose.
Y'all are playing the Dolphins.
I know.
But
that's
Dolphins
why-
been on a heater.
Y'all,
That's
I
not
got
a
y'all last
sleeper
week. I
game.
picked the Steelers last week, bro. Y'all are not that bad. Y'all,
Y'all
are
can't
dishwater,
sleep
bro.
on them.
We're dishwater. We're not that bad.
There you go.
I'm not listening to that shit, bro. Dishwater's
Bro, if the
terrible.
Dolphins beat y'all, they got the
Y'all
Y'all
same
are
are
winning
record
the
as y'all.
north.
insult.
Y'all are winning the north, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Bro, if they win, they have
We're
the same
just
record as
bro,
y'all,
if
bro.
it's like a Christmas tree, we're just like the plug-in. Like
Y'all are the ornament you put behind the tree,
like,
bro.
Yeah, I was about to say we're just
That
like,
nobody gets to look
like
at.
the ugly one that like your 3-year-old made. And you're just
Yeah.
like, oh shit, and you put it behind the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
y'all.
that's fine. We're on the tree though.
Yeah.
Like the playoffs is the tree, and it's like we could be there.
yeah.
No, they're the ornament
Yeah,
that
we're
fell.
like at the bottom.
They're the ornament that fell and broke, and you have to
Like,
clean it up. Throw
like
in the
that
trash.
star right there. That's the Los Angeles Rams. Sorry, you can't see on that.
Now that's Drake May. He's shining.
That's Drake May.
No, Drake May's like the ribbon that's around it because they're just like they're tied up the whole bitch. The AFC, they just got it all wrapped up.
Nah, the AFC sucks.
What's not wrapped
That's
up
my
though?
point, huh?
They're killing it.
They wrapped up the AFC. They got it.
No, the Broncos can have it.
Oh no, the Broncos could have it too.
Broncos are that little red ribbon. They're there.
That's
Yeah,
disrespect-
facts. Yeah, but they're
See,
there.
that's
They're
disrespect.
there.
That's
They're also
disrespect
trying
the
to do their
Broncos.
part.
Bro, you're a Bo Nix guy. Why
What
you
are the
hate it?
Bills? Is it the candy cane?
No, the Bills suck.
That candy cane? I didn't even know that candy cane was over there. I'm gonna be honest.
There's no world
I
where
gotta
the
talk
Bills
to
should.
Meg. I thought we collectively agreed not to put that in the tree.
Well, there's a lot of candy canes.
I know.
Damn, you
Yeah,
don't.
don't eat those either from last year. But
Thank you for the shout out.
yep. I
Yeah.
told Maya last week if you were here, you would have known.
My bad.
I'm just kidding. If you guys made it this far, we appreciate everything that you guys do. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been for the win. Thank you.
See ya.